Tonight, we're going to follow the journey of the San Francisco 49ers through one of the most challenging and defining stretches in team history. From the fading echoes of a dynasty, to the painful lessons of rebuilding, and finally to the adrenaline of a long-awaited return to glory. This is the full arc of resilience, heartbreak, and hope. Welcome to Sleepy Sports, where you fall asleep to the greatest moments in sports history. In 1996, the San Francisco 49ers were navigating the twilight of their storied dynasty. Under the leadership of quarterback Steve Young, the team posted a solid record of 12 wins and 4 losses. Yet, the signs of transition were evident. Veteran players were beginning to show their age, and injuries were becoming a recurring theme. The postseason brought them face-to-face with the Green Bay Packers in the Divisional Round. The game, played at Candlestick Park, was a tense affair. Late in the first half, the 49ers found themselves trailing, and despite a valiant effort led by Young, the Packers ultimately emerged victorious with a final score of 20-13. Key moments included Young's 2 touchdown passes and a pivotal interception that sealed their fate. The loss marked a bitter end to a season that had promised much. In the following year, 1997, the 49ers returned with renewed determination, finishing the regular season with a remarkable record of 13 wins and 3 losses. The roster still featured stars like Jerry Rice, Garrison Hurst, and the emerging Terrell Owens, whose dynamic playmaking began to draw attention. However, the ghosts of past playoff failures lingered as they once again faced the Packers, this time in the NFC Championship game. The setting was a chilly Lambeau Field, where the 49ers hoped to break the cycle of postseason disappointment. Young's performance was commendable, throwing for over 300 yards and connecting with Rice for a touchdown. Yet it was not enough to overcome the Packers, who triumphed once again, this time by a score of 26-16. The game was marked by critical turnovers and defensive lapses, revealing the cracks in a once dominant team. During these seasons, the 49ers began to grapple with the reality of roster turnover. The aging defense, once a hallmark of their success, struggled to contain opposing offenses, while the offensive line faced challenges that affected Young's ability to execute plays effectively. The emergence of young talents like Owens provided a glimmer of hope, but the team was undeniably transitioning into a new era. The emotional weight of these playoff losses began to take a toll on the franchise, as fans and players alike felt the strain of unmet expectations. The once mighty 49ers, who had dominated the league, were now left to ponder their future, caught in the delicate balance between maintaining competitiveness and facing the inevitability of change. In 1998, the San Francisco 49ers were at a crossroads, still buoyed by the legacy of their past, but facing the reality of change. Under the steady hand of quarterback Steve Young, the team achieved a 12-win, 4-loss record, showcasing flashes of the brilliance that had defined their dynasty. The postseason brought them face-to-face with the Green Bay Packers once more, a rematch that was steeped in the weight of history. The game unfolded at Candlestick Park, where the atmosphere crackled with anticipation. As the clock wound down, the 49ers found themselves in a precarious position, trailing by a single point. With mere seconds left, Young orchestrated a masterful drive, culminating in a dramatic touchdown pass to Terrell Owens. This moment, known as the Catch-2, resonated deeply with fans and players alike, marking a high point in an otherwise turbulent era. The final score was 30-27, and the relief and joy that washed over the team and its supporters was palpable, a reminder of the magic that still lingered in their collective memory. Yet the triumph of 1998 was soon overshadowed by the challenges that lay ahead. The following season, in 1999, proved to be a harbinger of the end of an era. Young, who had battled injuries throughout his career, suffered a devastating concussion in Week 3, that would ultimately lead to his retirement. The loss of their leader sent shockwaves through the franchise. Without Young, the team struggled to find its footing, finishing the season with a disheartening 4 wins and 12 losses. The quarterback position became a revolving door, with multiple players stepping in but failing to capture the spark that Young had provided. This chaos reflected the larger struggles of the team, as they faced the harsh reality of rebuilding amidst the remnants of a once mighty dynasty. Head coach Dennis Erickson found himself in a difficult position, tasked with navigating the tumultuous waters of a roster in transition. The departure of established stars and the influx of younger, less experienced players created a challenging environment. The team's identity was in flux, and Erickson's attempts to instill a new culture were met with mixed results. The emotional weight of Young's absence loomed large, as players grappled with the loss of their leader both on and off the field. As the season progressed, the disarray became evident, with the 49ers unable to string together consistent performances. The stark contrast between the glory of the previous seasons and the struggles of the present was a bitter pill for the faithful fans to swallow. By the end of 1999, the 49ers were left to ponder their future. The echoes of past triumphs hung in the air, but the path forward seemed uncertain. The franchise had entered a new chapter, one marked by the challenges of rebuilding and redefining what it meant to be a San Francisco 49er. The emotional toll of the season weighed heavily, but within the heart of the team, the spirit of resilience remained. In the years 2000 and 2001, the San Francisco 49ers embarked on a journey of rebuilding, led by quarterback Jeff Garcia. The team had finished the previous season with a disappointing 6 wins and 10 losses, but hope flickered as they entered 2001. Garcia, a determined leader, began to find his rhythm, showcasing his talents and earning a trip to the Pro Bowl. His connection with wide receiver Terrell Owens blossomed, creating a dynamic duo that often left defenses scrambling. Owens emerged as a standout player, displaying remarkable speed and agility, while Garcia's ability to spread the ball around kept opponents guessing. The 2001 season proved to be a significant turnaround for the franchise. The 49ers surged to a 12-win, 4-loss record, marking a triumphant return to the playoffs. Garrison Hurst, once a star running back who had struggled with injuries, found his stride again. His powerful running style complemented Garcia's passing, and together they formed a formidable offensive unit. In pivotal moments, Hurst's ability to break tackles and gain crucial yards became essential to the team's success. As the regular season drew to a close, the 49ers faced a familiar foe in the playoffs, the Green Bay Packers. The playoff game, held at Lambeau Field, was steeped in history and anticipation. Fans recalled the past battles between these two storied franchises, and the atmosphere crackled with tension. Unfortunately for the 49ers, the game would not go as they had hoped. Despite a valiant effort, the team fell to the Packers once again, this time by a score of 25-15. The 49ers fought hard, but the defensive weaknesses that had lingered throughout the season reared their head at the most inopportune moment. The Packers capitalized on turnovers and key plays, leaving San Francisco to grapple with the sting of another playoff exit. In the aftermath of the loss, the emotional weight of the defeat lingered in the locker room. Players like Julian Peterson and Ahmed Plummer began to emerge, showcasing their potential and offering glimpses of hope for the future. Peterson's speed and tenacity on defense made him a promising linebacker, while Plummer's play in the secondary hinted at a bright future for the team's defensive unit. Yet, as the 49ers reflected on their season, the bittersweet taste of potential remained. They had built a foundation, but the road ahead still held uncertainties. The team's journey through these years was marked by resilience and determination. Garcia's leadership, Owens' explosive plays, and Hurst's return to form were all vital components of a rebuilding effort that was beginning to take shape. However, the playoff loss served as a stark reminder of the challenges that still lay ahead, as the 49ers sought to reclaim their place among the elite in the NFL. In the year 2002, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves in the midst of a season that would become a memorable chapter in their history. Finishing with a 10-win and 6-loss record, the 49ers secured a playoff berth and prepared for a wild-card matchup against the New York Giants. The atmosphere was electric as the game unfolded, with fans brimming with hope despite the challenges the team had faced throughout the season. As the game began, the 49ers struggled to find their rhythm. The Giants took an early lead, capitalizing on a series of mistakes. By halftime, the 49ers trailed 21-6, and the situation looked dire. The defense was unable to contain the Giants' offensive onslaught, allowing big plays that left the 49ers scrambling. As the second half commenced, the Giants extended their lead to 38-14, appearing to have sealed the game. However, the heart of the 49ers would soon reveal itself. Garcia, showing remarkable composure under pressure, began to orchestrate a comeback. The first spark came when Garcia connected with Terrell Owens for a touchdown, narrowing the gap. The energy on the field shifted as the 49ers started to believe. The crowd erupted, sensing that something special was unfolding. Garcia's leadership shone brightly as he made smart decisions, moving the ball downfield and rallying his teammates. With every passing moment, the momentum shifted. The 49ers scored again, inching closer with each play. Garcia's ability to scramble and make plays under duress became crucial. The Giants' defense, once dominant, began to falter as the 49ers found new life. The score tightened, and the crowd could feel the tension mounting. In the closing minutes, the 49ers found themselves just a touchdown away. Garcia executed a masterful drive, culminating in a touchdown pass to Owens that brought the score to 38-35. With the clock winding down, the 49ers needed one final push. They executed flawlessly, and as the final seconds ticked away, they had a chance to win. The Giants, desperate to hold on to their lead, faced a critical moment. A botched field goal attempt occurred, giving the 49ers the opportunity they needed. The ball slipped through the fingers of the Giants' kicker, and the 49ers seized the moment. With just seconds remaining, Garcia led the offense back onto the field, and a hush fell over the stadium. The crowd held its breath as the 49ers lined up for the final play. In a dramatic twist, the 49ers scored once more, sealing their victory at 39-38. The stadium erupted in a cacophony of cheers, a stark contrast to the despair that had hung over the team just moments before. This comeback became an emotional high point for the franchise, a testament to resilience in an otherwise unstable era. The 49ers had not only won a game, they had reignited the flame of hope among their fans and within the locker room. As the players celebrated, it was clear that this victory would be etched in the memory of the franchise for years to come. In the years 2003 and 2004, the San Francisco 49ers faced a challenging period marked by instability and disappointment. The team entered the 2003 season with hopes of building on previous successes, yet injuries plagued key players, and the once stalwart roster began to show its age. Quarterback Garcia, who had developed a strong connection with Terrell Owens, struggled to find his form. The duo, once a formidable force, began to unravel as Owens' frustrations with the front office and coaching staff became public. The 49ers finished the season with a disappointing record of 7 wins and 9 losses, unable to reclaim the competitive edge they had once held. As the 2004 season unfolded, the situation deteriorated further. The team dealt with significant injuries, and the offensive struggles continued. The quarterback position became a revolving door, with Garcia sidelined due to injury. In his absence, the team turned to Tim Rattay and Ken Dorsey, neither of whom could provide the stability needed to lead the offense. The lack of cohesion and direction resulted in a dismal record of 2 wins and 14 losses, marking one of the lowest points in franchise history. The front office dysfunction became increasingly apparent, with decisions made that seemed to further alienate the players and the fan base alike. The culmination of these challenges led to the firing of head coach Dennis Erickson following the 2004 season. The once promising connection between Garcia and Owens had disintegrated, and the departure of Owens became a pivotal moment for the franchise. With the firing of Erickson, the team found itself in a search for a new direction, eager to rebuild and restore a sense of pride and competitiveness. The uncertainty surrounding the franchise was palpable, as fans and players alike questioned what the future held. In the aftermath of the season, the 49ers earned the number 1 overall pick in the upcoming draft, a glimmer of hope amid the turmoil. As the team looked toward the future, the front office was tasked with making decisions that could reshape the franchise. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, but there was an opportunity for renewal. The pain of the previous seasons lingered, but the possibility of a fresh start began to emerge on the horizon. In the years 2005 and 2006, the San Francisco 49ers embarked on a slow and deliberate rebuild under head coach Mike Nolan. The franchise had high hopes when they selected quarterback Alex Smith with the first overall pick in the 2005 NFL Draft. Smith was a talented prospect from the University of Utah, known for his strong arm and athleticism. However, his rookie season did not reflect the promise that many had anticipated. He faced a steep learning curve, throwing only 1 touchdown against 11 interceptions. The offense struggled to find its rhythm, hindered by a lack of reliable weapons and a revolving door of offensive coordinators. Despite Smith's challenges, there were glimmers of hope emerging within the team. Running back Frank Gore began to establish himself as a key player. After overcoming multiple injuries early in his career, Gore's talent finally shone through. He rushed for over 1,000 yards in 2006, amassing 1,643 yards and becoming the focal point of the offense. His powerful running style and ability to break tackles made him a fan favorite, and he provided a much-needed spark to the team's attack. In the same year, tight end Vernon Davis was drafted as well, adding another element to the offense. Davis was a physical specimen, known for his speed and athleticism, but his early career was marked by inconsistency. As he developed, he began to show flashes of the talent that would later define him as a clutch performer. Under Nolan's conservative coaching style, the team gradually began to take shape, although the results were still far from the franchise's glory days. The 2006 season saw an improvement, as the 49ers finished with a record of 7 wins and 9 losses. While they were still not playoff contenders, the team displayed signs of growth. Alex Smith showed more poise and confidence as he navigated through the season, learning from his early struggles. The offensive line, while not elite, provided him with more protection, allowing him to make better decisions. Nolan's approach emphasized discipline and a methodical offensive scheme, which sometimes limited the potential for explosive plays. However, the team's foundation was beginning to solidify. Gore continued to be the heartbeat of the offense, consistently moving the chains and keeping defenses honest. His ability to perform under pressure made him a reliable option, especially in crucial moments. The defense, led by players like linebacker Derek Smith and cornerback Walt Harris, worked to keep games competitive. They faced their challenges, but managed to keep opponents from running up the score. The team's growth reflected a commitment to building a new identity, one that would rely on a strong running game and a gradually improving passing attack. As the 2006 season came to a close, the 49ers began to see the fruits of their labor, even if the journey was still in its early stages. The promise of Alex Smith, combined with the emergence of Frank Gore and the potential of Vernon Davis, hinted at a brighter future. The pieces were starting to come together, setting the stage for the next chapter in the franchise's story. During the 2007 and 2008 seasons, the San Francisco 49ers struggled to find their footing amidst roster changes and coaching challenges. Quarterback Alex Smith faced significant setbacks, suffering a shoulder injury in the first game of the 2007 season. This injury proved to be a turning point, forcing him to the sidelines and leaving the team in the hands of J.T. O'Sullivan, who took over as the starter. O'Sullivan's performance was inconsistent, and the offense struggled to find its identity, finishing the season ranked 23rd in points scored. The lack of cohesion and a steady passing game hindered the team's ability to maintain momentum throughout the year. As the 2008 season began, Smith was still recovering from his shoulder injury, which created tension between him and head coach Mike Nolan. The quarterback's inability to reclaim his starting position led to frustration within the organization. O'Sullivan remained the starter for the first few games, but the offense continued to falter. The team ended up with a record of 2 wins and 14 losses, marking one of the most challenging seasons in franchise history. The lack of offensive production was evident, as the 49ers struggled to find success against opposing defenses. Midway through the 2008 season, the 49ers made a significant change, firing Mike Nolan and promoting defensive coordinator Mike Singletary to interim head coach. Singletary's emotional leadership style quickly captured the attention of players and fans alike. Known for his fiery demeanor and motivational speeches, Singletary brought a renewed energy to the team. One of his most memorable moments came during a game against the Seattle Seahawks, where he famously sent tight end Vernon Davis to the locker room after a lackluster performance. This incident highlighted Singletary's commitment to accountability and discipline, traits he believed were essential for the team's revival. Despite the turmoil on the offensive side, the defense, led by linebacker Patrick Willis, remained a bright spot during these years. Willis continued to establish himself as one of the premier linebackers in the league, earning recognition for his tackling ability and leadership on the field. His presence was felt in every game, as he consistently demonstrated a knack for making key stops and reading opposing offenses. The defense ranked 8th in the league in points allowed during the 2007 season, showcasing their ability to keep games competitive despite the struggles of the offense. As the 2008 season progressed, Singletary's influence began to show, and the defense remained steadfast. However, the struggles on offense persisted, and the team continued to face challenges in the form of injuries and inconsistent play. The combination of Smith's injury, quarterback instability, and a lack of offensive production created a sense of urgency within the organization. As the season came to a close, the 49ers found themselves at a crossroads, needing to reassess their direction and make key decisions to rebuild and regain their competitive edge. The emotional toll of a 2-win season weighed heavily on the franchise, and the transition to a new era was becoming increasingly apparent. During the 2009 and 2010 seasons, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves caught in a cycle of mediocrity, reflecting the struggles that had plagued the franchise for years. In 2009, the team finished with an 8-8 record. This season showcased flashes of talent, particularly from running back Frank Gore and tight end Vernon Davis, who emerged as key offensive weapons. Frank Gore continued to demonstrate his prowess on the ground, rushing for over 1,000 yards and contributing significantly to the passing game. Vernon Davis, too, had a breakout year, becoming a reliable target and scoring 13 touchdowns, a career high for him. However, the inconsistency at quarterback hampered the team's ability to fully capitalize on their offensive potential. Quarterback play was a revolving door, with both Shaun Hill and Alex Smith taking turns under center. Hill started the season strong, but by the time the midway point approached, the team struggled to find rhythm. The coaching staff under Mike Singletary emphasized a conservative game plan, often opting for a run-heavy strategy that limited offensive creativity. This approach did not resonate with the players as the season progressed, and frustrations began to mount. The defense, led by Patrick Willis, remained a stronghold, ranking among the top in points allowed. Willis, a perennial Pro Bowl linebacker, continued to showcase his tackling ability and leadership on the field. Rookie NaVorro Bowman also began to make his mark, displaying promise alongside Willis and contributing to the team's defensive efforts. As the 2010 season unfolded, the 49ers slipped further into turmoil, finishing with a disappointing record of 6-10. Singletary's emotional leadership style, which had initially galvanized the team, began to wear thin. His public outbursts and inability to connect with some players led to a loss of locker room support. The team struggled to maintain consistency, and the quarterback situation remained unstable, with Alex Smith returning as the starter, but unable to find his footing. Offensive production suffered as the coaching staff stuck to a conservative approach, stifling the potential of the talented roster. Despite the challenges, the defense remained a bright spot. Patrick Willis continued to anchor the unit, earning his fourth consecutive Pro Bowl selection. His instincts and ability to read plays were unmatched, and he consistently delivered game-changing performances. NaVorro Bowman in his second year began to emerge as a force in his own right, showcasing his tackling skills and earning praise for his playmaking ability. However, the team's lack of offensive production ultimately proved to be their undoing. The culmination of these struggles became evident in the final weeks of the 2010 season. After a disappointing loss in Week 16, the 49ers decided to make a change. Mike Singletary was relieved of his duties, marking the end of his tenure as head coach. The decision highlighted the urgency for the franchise to find a new direction and restore the winning culture that had once defined the organization. The emotional toll of the past 2 seasons weighed heavily on the players and fans alike, as the team prepared for yet another offseason of uncertainty and change. In the offseason of 2011, the San Francisco 49ers made a pivotal decision by hiring Jim Harbaugh as their head coach. Harbaugh, fresh off a successful stint at Stanford University, brought with him a reputation for discipline and a keen understanding of quarterback development. His transition from college to the NFL was marked by an infectious energy that quickly resonated with the players. The team was eager for a fresh start, and Harbaugh's arrival signaled a cultural reset, one that emphasized physicality, attention to detail, and a commitment to excellence. Training camp began with a palpable sense of excitement and optimism. Players reported with an eagerness that had been missing in previous seasons, ready to embrace Harbaugh's demanding style. As they settled into the rhythm of camp, the focus on fundamentals and rigorous practices became clear. Harbaugh's approach was hands-on, and he was known to engage directly with players, fostering an environment of trust and accountability. This was particularly important for Alex Smith, who had endured years of inconsistency and uncertainty at the quarterback position. Under Harbaugh's guidance, Smith began to flourish, showcasing a new level of confidence and decision-making. Early reports from camp indicated a budding chemistry between Harbaugh and Smith, as they worked closely on offensive strategies and execution. The energy during training camp was infectious, with players rallying around Harbaugh's passionate coaching style. He emphasized competition in every drill, pushing each player to elevate their game. The intensity of the practices was a stark contrast to the previous seasons, where a lack of direction had often led to disarray. As players engaged in spirited drills, they began to see the fruits of their labor, developing a collective belief that they could turn the tide of their fortunes. The camaraderie among the team deepened, as the players embraced the challenge of Harbaugh's demanding expectations. Even in a lockout-shortened off-season, Harbaugh prepared his team for a rapid turnaround. He instilled a sense of urgency and purpose, emphasizing that every practice counted in their journey. The players responded with an eagerness to learn, their spirits buoyed by the prospect of returning to competitive form. The focus on discipline and structure became the bedrock of their training, setting the tone for what was to come in the upcoming season. As the preseason approached, the team was filled with anticipation. The combination of Harbaugh's coaching style, Smith's revitalization, and the renewed energy among the players created an environment ripe for success. The 49ers were ready to shed the burdens of their past and embrace a future that seemed brighter than ever. Each day in camp built upon the last, as the team forged ahead with a collective mindset that they could reclaim their place among the NFL's elite. In the 2011 regular season, the San Francisco 49ers emerged as a formidable force in the NFL, finishing with an impressive record of 13 wins and 3 losses. Under the guidance of Jim Harbaugh, the team transformed both in spirit and performance, marking a significant shift from their previous struggles. In the opening game against the Seattle Seahawks, the 49ers showcased their new identity, winning with a score of 23-20. The victory set a positive tone for the season, and the players began to trust in Harbaugh's vision. As the weeks progressed, the 49ers continued to build momentum. In Week 2, they faced the Cincinnati Bengals, winning convincingly with a score of 26-23. This game exemplified the growing chemistry between quarterback Alex Smith and his receiving corps, as Smith managed the game with poise and precision. The following week, the team traveled to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. In a tense encounter, the 49ers triumphed 24-23, showcasing their resilience and ability to perform under pressure. The victory was particularly sweet, as it included a pivotal moment where Harbaugh and Eagles coach Andy Reid shared a handshake that signified mutual respect. The victories continued in Week 4 against the New York Jets, where the 49ers dominated, winning 23-20. As the season unfolded, Aldon Smith emerged as a standout player, proving to be a relentless pass rusher. His ability to disrupt opposing offenses became a cornerstone of the 49ers' defensive strategy. In Week 5, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Smith recorded 2 sacks, further solidifying his reputation as a rising star in the league. By mid-season, the 49ers faced the Detroit Lions, a matchup that highlighted their growth. In a thrilling contest, the 49ers won 25-19, demonstrating their defensive prowess and Smith's ability to pressure the quarterback. The Lions, known for their explosive offense, struggled against the tenacity of the San Francisco defense, which ranked among the top in the league in points allowed. As the season continued, special teams also played a significant role in the 49ers' success. Kicker David Akers set a franchise record with a remarkable performance, hitting multiple field goals of over 50 yards. His consistent scoring provided the team with crucial points in tight games, and his presence instilled confidence in the players. The 49ers faced the Arizona Cardinals in Week 10 and emerged victorious with a score of 23-7, further solidifying their playoff positioning. Heading into the final stretch of the season, the 49ers continued to dominate. Their victory over the St. Louis Rams in Week 13, a game characterized by a strong defensive effort, ended with a score of 25-3. With each win, the belief in Harbaugh's system deepened, and the team's identity as a tough, disciplined unit took shape. The combination of Smith's efficient management of the offense, Gore's powerful rushing, and a defense that struck fear into opponents led to a remarkable season. As the regular season concluded, the San Francisco 49ers secured the number 2 seed in the NFC. Their journey through the season was marked by a renewed sense of purpose and a collective commitment to excellence. The players had embraced Harbaugh's philosophy, and the transformation was evident both on and off the field. The stage was set for their upcoming playoff journey, filled with hope and determination. In January of 2012, the San Francisco 49ers faced the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Divisional Round, a showdown that would go down in playoff lore. The atmosphere at Candlestick Park was electric, with fans buzzing in anticipation of a thrilling contest. The game began with the Saints striking first, as quarterback Drew Brees connected with tight end Jimmy Graham for a touchdown early in the first quarter. The 49ers responded with their own offensive prowess, with Alex Smith leading a drive that culminated in a rushing touchdown, showcasing his dual-threat capability. The score stood at 7-7, as both teams exchanged blows. As the game progressed, the Saints found themselves in a rhythm, with Brees orchestrating his offense with precision. However, the 49ers' defense made crucial adjustments, forcing a fumble that was recovered by linebacker NaVorro Bowman. This turnover shifted momentum back to San Francisco, and they capitalized, taking a lead with a field goal. Yet the Saints were relentless. They answered back with a touchdown, bringing the score to 14-10 as the first half closed. The back-and-forth nature of the game set the stage for a dramatic finish. In the second half, the 49ers continued to fight. A key moment came when Brees threw an interception to cornerback Carlos Rogers, reigniting the hope for San Francisco. The 49ers marched down the field, and Smith connected with his favorite target, Vernon Davis, for a touchdown, reclaiming the lead at 17-14. But the Saints were not done, as they responded with a touchdown of their own, and suddenly, the scoreboard read 21-17 in favor of New Orleans. As the fourth quarter began, the intensity heightened. The 49ers found themselves trailing, but the resilience of the team shone through. With just under 5 minutes remaining, Smith orchestrated a masterful drive, showcasing his poise under pressure. He led the 49ers downfield, culminating in a touchdown pass to Michael Crabtree, tying the game at 21 apiece. The crowd erupted, their cheers reverberating through the stadium. But the Saints quickly countered, scoring another touchdown and taking a 32-21 lead with just over 2 minutes left on the clock. In a moment of desperation, Smith rallied his troops once more. He engineered a quick drive, showcasing his leadership and determination. The 49ers scored again, narrowing the gap to 32-28. With time running out, Smith and the 49ers found themselves at the Saints' 25-yard line, needing a touchdown to secure victory. In the final seconds, Smith executed a perfectly timed play call. He dropped back, surveying the field, and spotted Davis running a post route toward the end zone. With precision, he released the ball, and Davis made a sensational catch, securing the touchdown that would become immortalized as the Catch 3. The score flipped to 36-32, and the stadium erupted into a frenzy of joy and disbelief. As the 49ers celebrated, the sideline exploded with emotion. Players embraced, some with tears of joy streaming down their faces. The crowd, a sea of red and gold, roared in unison, drowning out any thoughts of despair from earlier in the game. The energy was palpable, a moment of pure elation in a game that had swung like a pendulum. The victory was not just a testament to the team's skill, but also to their unyielding spirit, marking a significant chapter in the storied history of the franchise. In January of 2012, the San Francisco 49ers faced the New York Giants in the NFC Championship game, a highly anticipated matchup set against the backdrop of a rain-soaked Candlestick Park. The atmosphere was electric, but the elements added a layer of intensity to the proceedings. As the rain fell steadily, the field became slick, and both teams had to navigate the challenging conditions. The 49ers entered the game with a strong sense of purpose, having fought through a remarkable season under the guidance of their head coach, Jim Harbaugh. The first half unfolded with both defenses asserting their dominance. The 49ers' defensive line, led by Justin Smith and Aldon Smith, applied relentless pressure on Giants quarterback Eli Manning, who faced multiple sacks. The 49ers' front seven executed their game plan with precision, forcing Manning into hurried throws and limiting the Giants' offensive rhythm. Meanwhile, San Francisco's offense, anchored by the steady running of Frank Gore, methodically moved the ball down the field. Gore's powerful runs kept the chains moving as he pushed through the rain and the Giants' defense with determination. As the game progressed, the 49ers managed to take a 10-point lead in the second half. But the Giants, unfazed by the deficit, responded with a fierce rally. They scored a touchdown, narrowing the gap, and the tension in the stadium grew palpable. The rain continued to pour, further complicating the players' efforts. The field conditions became an increasingly significant factor as the game moved toward its conclusion. With the score tied at 17, the 49ers found themselves in a precarious situation. The emotions ran high as both sides fought for control. Unfortunately, it was in this critical moment that Kyle Williams, the 49ers return specialist, faced a daunting challenge. Late in the game, he muffed a punt, handing the Giants an unexpected opportunity. The stadium fell silent, the collective breath of the fans caught in their throats. The Giants capitalized on this miscue, scoring a touchdown and taking a commanding lead. In overtime, the tension reached a fever pitch. The 49ers had another chance to secure the victory, but fate took a cruel turn. Williams, attempting to redeem himself, fumbled again, this time on a second punt. The eerie feeling in the stadium intensified as the Giants recovered the ball. It was a heart-wrenching moment, the hope that had filled the air, now replaced by despair. The Giants were able to drive down the field and kick a field goal, sealing the game at 20-17. As the final whistle blew, the emotional toll was evident on the faces of the 49ers players. They had fought valiantly, but the heartbreak of the two turnovers weighed heavily on them. The rain continued to fall, as if echoing the sorrow of the moment. The 49ers' remarkable season had ended in disappointment, leaving them to reflect on what could have been. The memories of the game's pivotal plays would linger, a painful reminder of the fine line between victory and defeat. In the 2011 season, linebacker NaVorro Bowman emerged as a pivotal figure for the San Francisco 49ers, showcasing his talent alongside the established Patrick Willis. Bowman's relentless pursuit and tackling ability made him a standout performer. Over the course of the season, he amassed a staggering 123 tackles, demonstrating his knack for being around the ball and making crucial stops. His ability to read plays and react quickly allowed him to excel in coverage as well, contributing significantly to the team's defensive schemes. Rookie Aldon Smith also made a significant impact during this time, adding a new dimension to the 49ers' pass rush. Smith, with his impressive speed and agility, recorded 14 sacks, showcasing a remarkable pass rush win rate that made him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. His ability to disrupt plays often forced hurried throws, leading to turnovers and giving the 49ers the upper hand in critical moments. The combination of Smith's explosiveness and Bowman's tackling prowess formed a formidable partnership that became a cornerstone of the team's defensive identity. Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator, played an instrumental role in organizing the front seven. His strategic approach emphasized discipline and physicality, allowing each player to thrive in their respective roles. Fangio's ability to maximize the strengths of both Bowman and Smith was evident in how he designed blitz packages and coverage schemes. He fostered an environment where the players could play freely, trusting in their instincts while executing the game plan with precision. This synergy between Fangio and his players was crucial in establishing the 49ers as one of the most feared defenses in the league. As the season progressed, the recognition for both Bowman and Smith began to accumulate. Bowman's exceptional performance earned him a place in the Pro Bowl, while Smith was also honored for his rookie campaign, solidifying his status as a rising star in the league. The media began to take notice of the 49ers' defensive prowess, highlighting the duo's ability to dominate games and shift the momentum in favor of their team. Their performances were often the focal point in discussions about the league's top defenses, with analysts praising their physicality and understanding of the game. Bowman, in particular, became known for his signature plays, often making crucial tackles in high-pressure situations. His ability to stop running backs in their tracks and cover tight ends effectively made him a versatile asset. The chemistry between Bowman and Willis was palpable, as they communicated seamlessly on the field, each understanding the other's tendencies and strengths. This partnership not only bolstered the defense, but also set the tone for the entire team, emphasizing a culture of toughness and accountability. The 2011 season was a defining moment for the 49ers defense, as Bowman and Smith emerged as key figures in a unit that thrived on physicality and control. Their contributions, guided by Fangio's strategic vision, laid the foundation for a dominant defensive identity that would carry the team through the challenges ahead. From 2005 to 2011, Frank Gore established himself as a linchpin for the San Francisco 49ers, a beacon of consistency amid turbulent times. Drafted in the third round from the University of Miami, Gore faced early adversity in his career. He suffered a significant knee injury during his college days, which raised concerns about his durability. However, upon joining the 49ers, he quickly demonstrated his resilience. He battled through injuries early in his professional career, but soon emerged as the team's premier running back. By 2006, Gore had begun to find his footing. He rushed for over 1,000 yards, marking the first of several consecutive seasons where he would achieve this milestone. His ability to navigate through defenses with a combination of speed and power made him a formidable opponent. He showcased not just his running ability, but also his knack for catching the ball out of the backfield, adding another layer to his game. Coaches and teammates often praised Gore for his work ethic and commitment. Head coach Mike Nolan highlighted Gore's dedication, stating, "Frank is the kind of player who leads by example. He gives everything he has, every time he steps on the field." As the years progressed, Gore's role evolved. He became a team captain, embodying the spirit of perseverance that resonated throughout the locker room. His leadership was evident, not only in games but also in practice, where he set a standard for effort and accountability. Teammates looked up to him, and his professionalism became a hallmark of his character. Gore's ability to remain focused during the tumultuous seasons of the late 2000s showcased his mental toughness. He played through injuries that would sideline many others, earning respect from fans and opponents alike. In 2009, Gore rushed for over 1,500 yards, solidifying his status among the elite running backs in the league. His performance was not just about yardage, it was about how he carried the team during difficult games. He often found himself in situations where the offense relied heavily on him to create plays. His ability to block for quarterbacks and protect the pocket also became a critical aspect of his game, showcasing his versatility. Offensive coordinator Jimmy Ray spoke highly of Gore's impact, noting, "He does it all. He runs, he blocks, and he catches. Frank makes our offense go." As the 2010 season approached, Gore continued to be the focal point of the 49ers offense, even as the team struggled with quarterback instability and coaching changes. His commitment to improvement was unwavering. He trained rigorously in the offseason, emphasizing strength and conditioning to ensure he could handle the demands of the game. This dedication paid off, as he rushed for over 1,000 yards once again, even as the team faced challenges on multiple fronts. By the end of the 2011 season, Frank Gore stood not just as the team's leading rusher, but as an emblem of the franchise's resilience. He had weathered the storms of injury and transition, always emerging stronger. His journey from a college star with injury concerns to a respected veteran and team leader was a testament to his hard work and determination. Gore had become synonymous with the 49ers, a player who not only performed but inspired hope during a time of rebuilding. In the 2012 regular season, the San Francisco 49ers re-established themselves as a formidable contender, finishing with an impressive record of 11 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. Under the guidance of head coach Jim Harbaugh, the team showcased a blend of resilience and talent. Quarterback Alex Smith began the season strongly, leading the team with poise and efficiency. His leadership helped propel the 49ers to a significant victory against the Green Bay Packers in the season opener, where they won by a score of 33-28. The defense, anchored by stars like Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman, complemented the offense with their aggressive style of play. As the season progressed, the 49ers faced a crucial matchup against the St. Louis Rams in Week 10. This game would end in a rare tie, with both teams finishing at 24 points. It was a hard-fought battle, characterized by defensive stands and missed opportunities. The tie marked a moment of frustration for the 49ers, highlighting the challenges they faced in maintaining momentum throughout the season. Following the tie, the 49ers rebounded with a series of impressive victories. Notably, they defeated the Chicago Bears in Week 11, with Colin Kaepernick stepping in as the starting quarterback for the first time. Kaepernick's debut was remarkable, as he threw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, leading the 49ers to a 32-7 victory. His dynamic play style and ability to extend plays with his legs added a new dimension to the offense, creating excitement and optimism within the locker room. Kaepernick's rise came at a pivotal moment, as Alex Smith was sidelined due to a concussion. The quarterback position had been a source of instability for the 49ers in previous seasons, but Kaepernick's performance ignited a spark within the team. Harbaugh, known for his unwavering confidence in his players, embraced the change. He publicly supported Kaepernick, stating that the young quarterback's skill set aligned well with the team's strategic vision. This decision, however, did not come without controversy. The media buzzed with debate over the quarterback change, as fans and analysts speculated on the implications for Smith's future. As the season continued, Kaepernick's confidence grew. He led the 49ers to a stunning victory against the New England Patriots in Week 15, showcasing his ability to perform under pressure. The game was a thrilling encounter, with the 49ers emerging victorious by a score of 41-34. Kaepernick's poise in the face of adversity further solidified his status as a rising star, while the team rallied around him, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. The locker room dynamics shifted, as players embraced Kaepernick's leadership. Veterans recognized his talent and were eager to support him, while younger players looked to him for inspiration. The atmosphere became charged with anticipation, as teammates felt the energy and excitement of a renewed playoff push. Harbaugh's approach emphasized the importance of teamwork and trust, reinforcing the belief that the team was capable of achieving greatness. By the end of the regular season, the 49ers had secured their place in the playoffs, setting the stage for a promising postseason run. Harbaugh's confidence in Kaepernick had transformed the team's identity, bringing a new level of intensity to their game. The journey ahead would test their resolve, but the foundation laid during the regular season promised an exhilarating path forward. In January of 2013, the San Francisco 49ers faced the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Divisional Round. The atmosphere at Candlestick Park was electric, filled with the anticipation of a playoff showdown. As the game began, Colin Kaepernick's first series turned dramatic. He threw a pick six to Sam Shields, giving the Packers an early lead of 7-0. The crowd let out a collective gasp, but Kaepernick remained poised. He quickly redirected his focus, determined to respond and lift his team. The 49ers offense began to find its rhythm. Kaepernick showcased his dual-threat ability. He executed a series of impressive runs, demonstrating both speed and agility. One notable moment was a 32-yard scramble that set up a touchdown pass to Michael Crabtree, tying the game at 7. The energy in the stadium surged as fans erupted in cheers, rallying behind their young quarterback. Kaepernick's composure under pressure was evident, and the connection with Crabtree began to solidify. As the first half progressed, Kaepernick continued to dazzle. He orchestrated a drive that culminated in a stunning 56-yard touchdown run. The play was a beautiful display of his speed and vision. He burst through the line, evaded defenders, and raced into the end zone, leaving the crowd in a frenzy. The scoreboard reflected a 14-7 lead for the 49ers, and the stadium vibrated with excitement. Kaepernick's ability to score with his legs shifted the momentum, transforming the early mistake into a rallying point. The 49ers' defense, led by Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman, began to clamp down on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers' potent offense. They stifled Green Bay's run game, forcing Rodgers to rely heavily on his passing. Despite some successful drives, the defense intercepted Rodgers, creating crucial turnovers. This defensive effort allowed the 49ers to maintain their lead and build on it as the game unfolded. Kaepernick's performance continued to shine as he connected with Crabtree for multiple key receptions. Crabtree was a consistent target, using his agility to create separation. One of his standout moments came when he made a leaping catch in the end zone, extending the lead to 21-10. The crowd erupted once more, chanting his name as he celebrated with his teammates. Kaepernick's confidence grew with each successful play, and the connection between him and Crabtree became a focal point of the offense. As the game progressed into the second half, Kaepernick's passing remained sharp. He completed several deep throws, showcasing his arm strength and accuracy. The 49ers' offensive line provided solid protection, allowing him time to survey the field. Kaepernick threw for a total of 263 yards, effectively spreading the ball around to his targets. The scoreboard reflected a commanding 45-31 victory as the 49ers advanced to the NFC Championship. The combination of Kaepernick's record-setting rushing performance and the team's overall execution made this game a memorable chapter in the franchise's history. The defense's ability to contain Rodgers further solidified the victory. The win resonated deeply with the fans, who witnessed their team perform at an elite level in the playoffs. In January of 2013, the San Francisco 49ers faced a daunting challenge in the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons. The setting was the Georgia Dome, where the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. However, as the game began, it quickly turned into a nightmare for the 49ers. The Falcons jumped out to an early lead of 17-0, with wide receiver Julio Jones showcasing his exceptional skills. Jones caught several critical passes, displaying speed and precision that left the 49ers' secondary scrambling. His early dominance set the tone for Atlanta, and the 49ers found themselves in a deep hole. Despite the adversity, the 49ers remained composed. Quarterback Colin Kaepernick began to find his footing. He executed a series of methodical drives, relying on the power running of Frank Gore to establish a rhythm. Gore's ability to grind out tough yards provided the necessary momentum, and Kaepernick's smart, efficient passing started to chip away at the Falcons' lead. With every completed pass and every hard-fought yard gained, the 49ers began to believe that a comeback was within reach. As the second half unfolded, the 49ers' defense made crucial adjustments. They tightened their coverage and applied pressure to Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan, disrupting his rhythm. The defensive line, along with linebackers Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman, began to dominate the line of scrimmage. This shift in momentum was palpable, as the Falcons struggled to find open receivers. The 49ers' defense, once shaken, now stood firm, forcing turnovers and creating opportunities for their offense. Kaepernick continued to impress, showcasing his dual-threat capabilities. He connected with tight end Vernon Davis for several key receptions, including a pivotal touchdown that energized the team and the fans. Davis, who had faced ups and downs throughout his career, emerged as a focal point in this high-stakes game. His athleticism and ability to create mismatches against the Falcons' defense became instrumental in the 49ers' comeback efforts. As the game progressed, the 49ers clawed their way back, closing the gap with each drive. They scored 2 touchdowns, narrowing the score to 17-14. The crowd sensed the shift in energy, rallying behind their team with each passing moment. The 49ers had transformed their early struggles into a fierce determination to win. In the final moments of the game, the intensity reached a fever pitch. With the score tied at 24, the Falcons found themselves in a critical fourth-down situation. The 49ers' defense, anchored by Bowman, delivered a decisive play. As Ryan dropped back to throw, Bowman read the play perfectly, executing a crucial pass breakup that sealed the Falcons' fate. The stadium erupted in cheers as the 49ers took possession, and the realization that they were on the brink of victory began to sink in. With the clock winding down, Kaepernick and Gore engineered a final drive that showcased their resilience and teamwork. They moved the ball efficiently, making the necessary plays to set up the winning score. The 49ers emerged victorious with a final score of 28-24, securing their spot in the Super Bowl. The comeback was not only a testament to their skill, but also to their unwavering belief in one another, a defining moment in their journey back to greatness. Between 2006 and 2012, Vernon Davis experienced a remarkable transformation, evolving from a raw athletic talent into a clutch playoff hero for the San Francisco 49ers. His journey was intertwined with the team's struggles and eventual resurgence, reflecting the broader narrative of growth and resilience. Under the guidance of various coaches, Davis faced challenges that shaped his character and performance on the field. He became known not only for his athletic prowess, but also for his ability to deliver in critical moments, solidifying his reputation as a dependable playmaker. In 2011, the 49ers reached a turning point under head coach Jim Harbaugh. Davis, who had previously experienced tumultuous relationships with coaches like Mike Singletary, found a renewed sense of purpose in Harbaugh's system. The new coaching staff recognized Davis's unique talents and began to utilize him more effectively, allowing him to showcase his speed and agility on the field. His route running became sharper, and he developed a greater understanding of how to exploit defensive weaknesses. The connection with quarterback Alex Smith flourished, leading to several impactful performances during the regular season. One of the defining moments of Davis's career came in the NFC Divisional Round against the New Orleans Saints on January 14, 2012. In a game that would be remembered for its dramatic momentum swings, Davis emerged as a focal point for the 49ers. With the score tight, he caught a touchdown pass from Smith that would later be referred to as the catch three. This moment not only highlighted Davis's ability to perform under pressure, but also marked a significant chapter in the team's playoff history. The 49ers triumphed over the Saints with a final score of 36-32, and Davis's game-winning touchdown became a symbol of his growth and the team's resurgence. As the 2012 season unfolded, Davis continued to shine. His performance against the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC Championship game on January 20th was nothing short of spectacular. He recorded over 100 yards receiving, providing critical yardage and helping to set the tone for the 49ers offense. Davis's ability to stretch the field and create mismatches against defenders became increasingly evident. He was no longer just a talented athlete, but rather a strategic weapon that the coaching staff relied on in high-pressure situations. Throughout this period, Davis also navigated the complexities of leadership within the locker room. His clashes with Singletary had taught him valuable lessons about accountability and professionalism. Under Harbaugh, he embraced a more mature role, often leading by example and inspiring teammates with his work ethic. His journey from a sometimes frustrated player to a respected leader mirrored the team's own struggles and eventual success. The emotional highs and lows of his career shaped his character, and he became a symbol of the tenacity that defined the 49ers during this transformative era. As the 2012 playoffs approached, Davis had solidified his status as one of the team's key players. His big play ability and knack for making crucial catches in critical moments made him a player to watch. The culmination of his development and the team's resurgence would soon be put to the ultimate test as they prepared to face the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl XLVII. During the 2011 and 2012 seasons, the San Francisco 49ers offensive line emerged as one of the most formidable units in the league. This transformation was marked by the presence of key players like Joe Staley, Mike Iupati, and Anthony Davis, who provided stability and strength in the trenches. The line's ability to protect the quarterback and create running lanes for the backs became a cornerstone of the team's success. In 2011, the 49ers rushed for over 2,000 yards, showcasing their dominance in the run game. They averaged an impressive 4.8 yards per carry, which was a testament to their ability to control the line of scrimmage. In this period, the offensive line allowed only 32 sacks across the entire season, reflecting their effectiveness in pass protection. Quarterback Alex Smith enjoyed a clean pocket, which was crucial for his development and confidence. The following year, with Colin Kaepernick at the helm, the line continued to excel, allowing only 40 sacks in total. This consistency helped Kaepernick thrive in his dual-threat role, as he could rely on the line to give him the time needed to read defenses and make smart decisions. Line coach Mike Solari played a pivotal role in shaping this offensive line. His emphasis on toughness and technique forged a unit that took pride in its physicality. Solari instilled a mentality that resonated deeply with the players. They became known for their relentless effort and grit. Each player embraced their role, contributing to a cohesive unit that thrived on the shared goal of winning. Their emotional identity was built around a style of play that favored physical dominance, leading to an aggressive approach that often wore down opposing defenses. The success of the offensive line was particularly evident during critical moments in games. In short yardage situations, they consistently converted, showcasing their ability to move defenders off the ball. This effectiveness was especially pronounced in the 2012 season, where the 49ers excelled in goal line situations. Their collective strength and determination were key factors in the team's identity, as they embodied the very essence of what it meant to play 49er football. As the seasons unfolded, their performances became a source of inspiration for both the offense and the defense. The camaraderie built within the offensive line was palpable, as they celebrated each successful drive and rallied around each other during tough moments. The physical battles in the trenches forged bonds that extended beyond the field, creating a sense of unity that was essential to the team's overall success. This offensive line not only protected their quarterbacks, but also defined the culture of the San Francisco 49ers during these two pivotal seasons. From 2011 to 2012, Justin Smith became a cornerstone of the San Francisco 49ers defensive unit. His presence on the field was felt by both teammates and opponents alike. Known for his relentless motor, Smith consistently drew double teams, which allowed his fellow defenders, particularly Aldon Smith, to thrive. Aldon Smith enjoyed a breakout season in 2012, recording 19.5 sacks. Much of this success can be attributed to Justin's ability to occupy blockers and create opportunities for his teammates. The chemistry between the two players was evident, as Justin's tenacity complemented Aldon's speed and agility. During the playoff run of 2012, Justin Smith battled through injury, demonstrating his resilience and commitment to the team. He suffered a partially torn triceps late in the regular season, yet he continued to play, showcasing his toughness. His leadership was not only vocal, but also demonstrated through his actions on the field. Teammates looked to him for guidance in high-pressure situations, and he often rallied the defense, keeping spirits high even when the stakes were elevated. His ability to play through pain and maintain a high level of performance inspired those around him. Coaches respected Justin Smith for his work ethic and professionalism. He was the kind of player who led by example, often going unnoticed in the box score, yet his impact was undeniable. His technique in the trenches was exemplary, as he combined strength with agility, allowing him to disengage from blockers and make crucial tackles. Coaches often praised his understanding of the game, noting how he could diagnose plays before they unfolded. This football IQ elevated the entire defensive line and contributed to the overall success of the defense. In 2012, Justin Smith's influence extended beyond his physical contributions. He became a key figure in the locker room, respected by players of all ages. His demeanor was calm and composed, providing a stabilizing presence during moments of uncertainty. Younger players looked up to him, and he took the time to mentor them, sharing insights on technique and preparation. This mentorship created a cohesive unit that thrived on mutual respect and a shared goal of excellence. As the season progressed, Justin's performance remained critical to the 49ers' defensive identity. The team's ability to shut down opposing offenses was, in many ways, a reflection of his relentless pursuit of excellence. His presence in the lineup allowed the 49ers to maintain one of the league's top defenses, as they ranked highly in several key statistics, including rushing yards allowed and turnovers forced. Each game saw him making significant contributions, whether through tackles for loss or pressures on the quarterback. Justin Smith's legacy during these two seasons is marked by his unwavering commitment and ability to elevate those around him. His role as the glue of the defense solidified the team's identity, contributing to their resurgence as a powerhouse in the league. Each snap he took was a testament to his dedication and passion for the game, leaving an indelible mark on the franchise's history. From 2007 through 2012, Patrick Willis emerged as the emotional and tactical captain of the San Francisco 49ers defense. His presence on the field was a cornerstone of the team's identity. Year after year, he earned Pro Bowl honors, solidifying his reputation as one of the best linebackers in football. In 2007, Willis recorded an impressive 153 tackles, demonstrating his ability to read plays and react with speed. His instinct for the game set the tone for the defense, as he often led by example, rallying his teammates and instilling a sense of confidence. During the 2008 season, Willis continued to excel, accumulating 144 tackles and forcing 3 fumbles. His ability to create turnovers was crucial in tight games, showcasing his knack for making game-changing plays. One of his most memorable performances that year came against the New England Patriots, where he delivered a critical tackle that halted a potential game-winning drive. His leadership extended beyond individual statistics. He was known for his meticulous film preparation. Willis often spent extra hours studying opponents, ensuring he understood their tendencies and strategies. This dedication not only improved his own performance, but also elevated the play of those around him. In 2009, Willis recorded 147 tackles and continued to show his prowess as a playmaker. His ability to diagnose plays and execute tackles at pivotal moments earned him respect throughout the league. That season, he helped guide the defense to a fourth-ranked finish in total yards allowed. His calming presence in the huddle provided a sense of stability, especially during high-pressure situations. Teammates often looked to him for guidance, knowing that he would lead by example both on and off the field. As the team transitioned into 2010, Willis maintained his status as a defensive leader. He finished the season with 170 tackles, once again earning Pro Bowl recognition. His ability to mentor younger players became increasingly important, particularly with the emergence of NaVorro Bowman. Willis took the time to help groom Bowman, sharing his insights on technique and positioning. The duo quickly formed a formidable partnership, combining their talents to create one of the most respected linebacker pairings in the league. In 2011, Willis continued to excel, earning his fifth consecutive Pro Bowl selection. He recorded 134 tackles, along with 2 forced fumbles. His ability to make game-saving plays was on display throughout the season, including a crucial stop against the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Divisional Round. In that game, his leadership helped the 49ers secure a thrilling victory, showcasing his ability to perform under pressure. By 2012, Patrick Willis was not only a leader in tackles, but also a key figure in setting the weekly defensive tone. His approach to practice and preparation influenced the entire defensive unit. His calm demeanor and focus during game week helped cultivate a culture of accountability and excellence. Willis's tackling stats stood at 115 for the season, proving that he remained a force in the middle of the field. His legacy during these years was defined by his unwavering commitment to the game and the impact he had on his teammates, as he consistently demonstrated what it meant to be a true leader in the NFL. In 2012, wide receiver Michael Crabtree blossomed into a pivotal player for the San Francisco 49ers. After battling through injury struggles in previous seasons, he finally found his rhythm and became the team's leading receiver. Crabtree finished the regular season with a remarkable total of 1,133 receiving yards, complemented by 83 receptions and 9 touchdowns. His emergence provided a crucial element to the 49ers' offense, as he developed a strong connection with both quarterbacks, Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick. Crabtree's route running became one of his defining attributes during this season. He displayed a remarkable ability to create separation from defenders, showcasing precise footwork and sharp cuts. His physicality after the catch was equally impressive. Crabtree consistently fought for additional yards, breaking tackles and displaying determination that energized the offense. Each time he caught the ball, he seemed to embody the spirit of resilience that characterized the team as a whole. In the postseason, Crabtree continued to rise to the occasion. During the NFC Divisional Round against the Green Bay Packers, he played a significant role in the 49ers' electrifying offense. He caught 8 passes for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a pivotal score that helped propel the team to a thrilling victory. His performance was instrumental in the 49ers' ability to mount a comeback and secure a spot in the NFC Championship. Crabtree's talents shone again in the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons. He recorded a crucial 9 receptions for 114 yards, making key plays that helped the 49ers overcome an early deficit. His ability to find soft spots in the defense and his tenacity to fight for the ball made him a reliable target. Whether it was a quick slant or a deep route, Crabtree demonstrated an impressive versatility that kept opposing defenses on their toes. Throughout the season, Crabtree's growth was not only measured in statistics, but also in his ability to perform in high-pressure situations. His chemistry with Kaepernick developed rapidly, as the two seemed to instinctively understand each other's movements on the field. This connection proved vital, especially in critical moments of the postseason, where trust between quarterback and receiver can make all the difference. As the season progressed, Crabtree's confidence grew, and he embraced the role of a go-to weapon in the offense. His contributions became increasingly important, helping to shift the focus of opposing defenses. With each game, he solidified his status as an integral part of the 49ers' resurgence, embodying the spirit of the team that had fought through adversity to return to the spotlight. From 2011 to 2012, kicker David Akers became a vital part of the San Francisco 49ers' resurgence. In 2011, he had one of the most remarkable seasons of his career, setting the NFL record for the most field goals made in a single season, with a total of 43. His accuracy and reliability were a source of confidence for both the offense and the coaching staff. Akers showcased his ability to hit from long range, successfully converting kicks from distances that often shifted the momentum of games. His consistent performance not only bolstered the scoreboard, but also provided a psychological advantage, knowing they could count on him in tight situations. During that same season, punter Andy Lee also played a significant role in the team's special teams unit. Lee's booming kicks not only flipped field position, but also often pinned opponents deep in their own territory. His ability to place the ball precisely and his excellent hang time gave the 49ers a strategic edge. The combination of Akers' kicking and Lee's punting created a formidable special teams duo, adding an important layer to the overall performance of the team. Return man Ted Ginn Jr. brought excitement and potential for big plays in the return game. Ginn's speed and agility allowed him to find gaps, making him a threat to break free for a touchdown on any given return. His contributions added to the special team's effectiveness, making it difficult for opponents to feel secure when kicking off or punting. This trio formed a strong foundation for the special teams, which became a crucial aspect of the team's overall strategy. In 2012, however, Akers faced challenges that contrasted sharply with his previous season. Despite his struggles, he still managed to hit a remarkable record-tying 53-yard field goal, showcasing his enduring talent. The season was marked by inconsistency, as Akers missed several key field goals that would have been routine for him in the past. These moments led to discussions about his performance and whether the team might need to consider other options. Yet his experience and past achievements kept him in the spotlight as the season progressed. Head coach Jim Harbaugh often employed creative strategies to maximize the effectiveness of the special teams. He utilized fake punts in critical situations, showcasing his confidence in Lee's ability to execute plays beyond just punting. These bold decisions often caught opponents off guard, leading to pivotal first downs that shifted the momentum in favor of the 49ers. The coaching staff's trust in the special teams unit reflected the overall belief in the team's potential to succeed. As the 2012 season unfolded, the dynamics of the special teams continued to evolve. Despite Akers' inconsistencies, the overall unit remained a critical piece of the 49ers' strategy. Their ability to control field position and convert scoring opportunities was vital to the team's success, as they aimed for a deep playoff run. With each game, the special teams showcased resilience, adapting to challenges while contributing to the identity of the team. In 2012, Jim Harbaugh's influence on the San Francisco 49ers became increasingly evident. His presence on the sideline was marked by intensity and passion, a fiery demeanor that resonated deeply with his players. Harbaugh had a unique ability to motivate, often using personal stories and analogies that inspired the team to dig deep and push through challenges. His focus on discipline and fundamentals was unwavering, and he instilled a culture of accountability that permeated every level of the organization. Players often spoke about how they felt a renewed sense of purpose under his leadership, understanding that every practice and every game was an opportunity to improve and showcase their skills. Harbaugh's work with the quarterbacks was particularly noteworthy. He had a keen eye for talent and a remarkable ability to develop players. His relationship with Alex Smith was especially pivotal. Harbaugh helped Smith regain confidence and refine his skills, turning him into a more efficient and effective leader on the field. Smith's turnaround was evident in his performance during the regular season, as he managed games with poise and made smart decisions. This development was crucial for the team's success, as it laid the groundwork for the explosive offensive plays that would soon emerge. The coaching staff surrounding Harbaugh contributed significantly to the team's identity. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman brought a creative and flexible approach to the offense. His ability to adapt strategies to fit the strengths of players allowed the 49ers to unleash a dynamic attack. Roman's play calling was often unpredictable, keeping defenses guessing and creating mismatches. Players appreciated his willingness to listen to their input, fostering a collaborative atmosphere that encouraged innovation. On the defensive side, Vic Fangio emerged as a respected figure within the organization. His defensive schemes emphasized discipline and simplicity, allowing players to execute their roles effectively. Fangio's approach was meticulous, focusing on the fundamentals of tackling and positioning. Under his guidance, the defense became one of the league's most formidable units, known for its ability to shut down opposing offenses. Players felt empowered by Fangio's trust in their abilities, and his calm demeanor provided a steadying influence during high-pressure situations. Special teams coordinator Brad Seeley also played a vital role in crafting the team's overall success. Seeley's attention to detail was evident in the preparation for each game. He meticulously analyzed opponents' tendencies, ensuring that the special teams unit was well prepared for every scenario. His focus on execution led to significant improvements in both kick coverage and return strategies. The players felt a strong sense of camaraderie under Seeley, as they worked together to execute plays with precision and confidence. Weekly preparation routines were a cornerstone of Harbaugh's philosophy. Each week began with rigorous film sessions, where players would analyze their performances and study upcoming opponents. The attention to detail was palpable, as coaches emphasized the importance of understanding every nuance of the game. Practices were structured yet intense, designed to simulate game conditions and foster a competitive spirit. Players often remarked on how these practices pushed them to their limits, instilling a sense of discipline that would carry over to game day. As the 2012 season progressed, the foundation laid by Harbaugh and his coaching staff became increasingly apparent. The team's unity, focus on fundamentals, and commitment to excellence were evident in their performances on the field. Each player embraced their role within the system, contributing to a collective effort that aimed for greatness. In 2012, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves on the brink of a remarkable return to the Super Bowl, a destination they had not reached since 1994. The excitement surrounding this journey was palpable, as the media buzzed with anticipation. The storyline of Jim Harbaugh facing his brother John Harbaugh, who coached the Baltimore Ravens, added a personal touch to the matchup. It was a narrative that captivated fans and analysts alike, with stories of family rivalry and sibling pride dominating headlines. Each press conference brought a wave of emotion, as both coaches shared their thoughts on the significance of the game, while players expressed their determination to honor the legacy of their franchise. As the days drew closer to the big game, the Bay Area was alive with energy. Fans adorned in red and gold filled the streets, proudly displaying their loyalty to a team that had endured a long drought. The excitement was infectious, with gatherings at local establishments and watch parties planned for the event. The anticipation of a Super Bowl return after so many years had rekindled a sense of hope and pride among the faithful. The journey to New Orleans was not just a trip for the players, it was a pilgrimage for the fans who had supported the team through thick and thin. Traveling to New Orleans, the atmosphere was electric. The 49ers arrived in the city with purpose, ready to embrace the challenge ahead. The team's focus was evident in their demeanor, as they prepared to face a formidable opponent in the Ravens. With each practice, the players honed their skills, knowing the weight of the occasion rested upon their shoulders. Family members, friends, and fans made their way to the stadium, all eager to witness this historic moment. As the day of the Super Bowl approached, the emotional tone shifted. Players reflected on the sacrifices made throughout the season and the dedication required to reach this pinnacle. Each individual knew that they were part of something greater than themselves. They were representing a legacy built on success, resilience, and the spirit of the 49ers. The excitement was tinged with nerves as the players understood the significance of the game. The roar of the crowd in the stadium would serve as a reminder of the support that had carried them through the years. On the day of the game, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. The stadium was filled with a sea of colors, fans from both sides eager to witness the clash of these two storied franchises. As the players took the field, the weight of the moment settled in. For the 49ers, this was not just a game, it was a chance to reclaim their place among the elite in the NFL. The culmination of years of hard work, transformation, and belief was about to unfold in front of millions. The stage was set for a showdown that would define the legacy of both teams and the futures of their coaches. On February 3, 2013, the San Francisco 49ers stepped onto the field at the Superdome, ready to face the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl XLVII. The game began with a sense of urgency, yet the 49ers struggled early on. The Ravens quickly established control, building a substantial lead of 28-6. Joe Flacco connected with his receivers, showcasing an efficient offense that left the 49ers defense scrambling. As the first half drew to a close, the 49ers found themselves in a challenging position, needing to regroup and refocus. The turning point came moments after halftime. Jacoby Jones, a dynamic receiver for the Ravens, returned the second-half kickoff for an astonishing 108 yards, extending the Ravens' lead to 35-6. The crowd erupted, and the energy in the stadium surged. However, the momentum took an unexpected turn when the stadium lights suddenly went out, plunging the Superdome into darkness for 34 minutes. The delay added an eerie tension to the atmosphere, as players and fans alike awaited the resumption of the game. It was a moment that seemed to pause time, allowing the 49ers to gather themselves and rethink their approach. When play resumed, the 49ers emerged with renewed vigor. Quarterback Colin Kaepernick, known for his poise and athleticism, began to find rhythm. He connected with Michael Crabtree for a touchdown, showcasing a powerful throw that cut the deficit. The crowd, once despondent, began to awaken, the energy shifting as the 49ers clawed their way back into contention. Kaepernick's ability to make plays with both his arm and legs became crucial, and his rushing touchdown added to the excitement. The 49ers scored again, bringing the game to 34-29, igniting hope among their faithful supporters. As the fourth quarter progressed, the tension was palpable. The 49ers' defense tightened, creating opportunities, while Kaepernick continued to lead the offense with determination. The Ravens, feeling the pressure, began to falter. The 49ers' comeback was almost complete, and the atmosphere became electric. Each play met with roars from the crowd. Kaepernick's throws were precise, and the connection with Vernon Davis helped move the chains during critical drives, bringing the score to a mere 3-point difference. The closing moments of the game were fraught with intensity. The 49ers advanced to the Ravens' 5-yard line, poised to take the lead. The crowd held its breath, the stakes higher than ever. Kaepernick dropped back to pass on 4th down, looking for a way to capitalize on the moment. As he surveyed the field, he targeted Crabtree in the end zone. However, the pass fell incomplete, with the Ravens' defense providing crucial coverage. The 49ers were denied, and the game came to a close with the Ravens securing a 34-31 victory. The final moments were a mixture of disbelief and heartbreak for the 49ers and their fans. The journey to the Super Bowl had been extraordinary, yet it ended in a bitterly contested loss. The emotional weight of the game lingered, marking a pivotal chapter in the history of the franchise. In the postseason of 2012, Colin Kaepernick emerged as a transformative force for the San Francisco 49ers. His performance against the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Divisional Round was nothing short of spectacular. Kaepernick rushed for 181 yards, setting an NFL playoff record for a quarterback. His ability to evade defenders and execute designed runs showcased a rare blend of speed and agility. The Packers, who entered the game with a strong defense, quickly found themselves struggling to contain Kaepernick's multifaceted skill set. His rushing ability not only opened lanes for himself but also created opportunities for his teammates, allowing the offense to flourish. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman crafted game plans that maximized Kaepernick's strengths. Roman's schemes utilized a mix of read option plays and traditional drop-back passes, keeping the defense guessing. Kaepernick's quick release and ability to make decisions on the fly made him a difficult matchup. He complemented his rushing prowess with sharp passing, throwing for 263 yards against the Packers. This balance made the offense dynamic and unpredictable, as Kaepernick could exploit both the ground and air. His deep throws to receivers like Michael Crabtree added another layer to the attack, stretching the field and creating mismatches. The national media took notice of Kaepernick's remarkable skills. Analysts praised his composure and athleticism, drawing comparisons to some of the league's elite quarterbacks. The attention magnified as Kaepernick's performances became the focal point of discussions leading into the Super Bowl. Opposing players expressed a mix of respect and concern, acknowledging the challenges he posed. Defenses across the league began adjusting their strategies in anticipation of facing such a dual-threat quarterback. Kaepernick's ability to keep plays alive with his legs while also delivering precise throws made him a unique and formidable presence. As Kaepernick prepared for the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, his electrifying performances were fresh in everyone's mind. The anticipation surrounding him grew, with fans eager to see how he would fare on the biggest stage. In that game, Kaepernick would continue to showcase his dual-threat capability, throwing for over 300 yards and adding significant rushing yards to his tally. The Ravens, aware of his previous exploits, would need to devise a game plan focused on containing his explosive style. Kaepernick's impact on the team was profound, sparking a renewed sense of energy and belief among his teammates. Each game he played was a testament to his growth and potential, and the excitement surrounding his ability to change the course of a game was palpable. The journey to the Super Bowl was not just about the destination. It was about the electrifying moments Kaepernick produced along the way, moments that captivated fans and left a lasting impression on the league. In the postseason of 2012, Michael Crabtree emerged as a pivotal figure in the San Francisco 49ers offense. His performances during this time were marked by precision and reliability. In the NFC Divisional Round against the Green Bay Packers, Crabtree's contributions were vital. He caught 2 touchdown passes from Colin Kaepernick, helping to solidify the team's lead in a game that showcased Kaepernick's dual-threat capabilities. Crabtree's first touchdown came in the first quarter, a beautifully executed route that found him in the end zone. His second touchdown was equally impressive, showcasing his ability to create separation in crucial moments. These plays not only highlighted his skill, but also his chemistry with Kaepernick, which had blossomed throughout the season. As the playoffs progressed, Crabtree continued to rise to the occasion. In the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, he was instrumental on third downs, making several critical catches that extended drives and kept the 49ers in contention. His ability to find soft spots in the defense and make contested catches was on full display, and his performance was a testament to his growth as a receiver. Crabtree's connection with Kaepernick deepened, allowing him to become a reliable target in high-pressure situations. His contributions helped set the tone for the offense, providing Kaepernick with a trusted option to move the chains. The Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens presented another opportunity for Crabtree to showcase his skills on the grandest stage. As the game unfolded, he was heavily involved in the offensive game plan, making key receptions that advanced the ball down the field. On the final drive of the game, Crabtree was in the spotlight once more. As Kaepernick orchestrated a comeback effort, Crabtree was a critical part of the passing attack. He caught several passes that brought the 49ers closer to the end zone. With the game on the line, he came within mere inches of scoring a touchdown that could have shifted the outcome. His near score was a reflection of his determination and the trust Kaepernick had in him to make the big play. Crabtree's evolution as a player was evident throughout the postseason. He had transformed from a young receiver with potential into a dependable target for his quarterback. After the NFC Championship victory, Kaepernick praised Crabtree, noting his growth and the trust they had developed. "I know I can count on him," Kaepernick stated, underscoring the bond that had formed between them as the season progressed. This connection became a cornerstone of the 49ers' offensive success during the playoffs. As the season came to a close, Crabtree's impact on the field and his relationship with Kaepernick were pivotal in the 49ers' journey. His ability to perform in critical moments not only showcased his talent, but also contributed to the team's identity as a resilient and determined group. The experiences of that postseason solidified Crabtree's place as a key player in the franchise's resurgence, setting the stage for what was to come in the years ahead. In the postseason of 2012, Vernon Davis emerged as a key player for the San Francisco 49ers, showcasing his talents in a way that had been absent during the regular season. After a year marked by inconsistency, Davis found his rhythm just when the team needed it most. In the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, he delivered a standout performance, accumulating over 100 receiving yards. His ability to stretch the field and create mismatches against defenders played a pivotal role in the 49ers' offensive strategy. On several occasions, Davis exploited gaps in the Falcons' coverage, using his speed to gain separation and his size to shield defenders. His first catch of the game set the tone, a deep reception that energized the crowd and instilled confidence in his teammates. As the game progressed, Davis continued to make crucial plays. His presence on the field forced the Falcons to adjust their defensive schemes, often drawing extra attention from safeties and linebackers. This shift opened up opportunities for other players, allowing the 49ers to exploit mismatches elsewhere. Davis's ability to shift defensive coverages was critical, creating space for his fellow receivers and running backs. His versatility as a tight end was on full display, as he lined up in various formations and consistently found ways to contribute to the offense. In the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, Davis again proved to be a significant factor in the passing game. He caught several key passes, showcasing his ability to make plays in high-pressure situations. His first touchdown of the game came in the second half, a well-timed reception that reignited the 49ers' hopes after trailing by a significant margin. Davis's ability to navigate through traffic and find openings in the Ravens' defense was a testament to his skill and determination. His size allowed him to shield defenders effectively, making critical catches that kept the chains moving. Throughout both playoff games, Davis demonstrated remarkable resilience. After a regular season where he struggled to find consistency, he transformed into a reliable target for quarterback Colin Kaepernick. His performance reflected not only his talent, but also his mental fortitude. Davis had faced criticism for his lack of production, and he used that as motivation to elevate his game when it mattered most. His emotional journey culminated in these playoff performances, where he shed the weight of the regular season and emerged as a key contributor. Davis's ability to adapt and excel in the postseason was crucial for the 49ers' success. He became a focal point of the offense, providing Kaepernick with a trusted option in critical moments. His big plays not only sparked scoring drives, but also energized the entire team. The connection between Davis and Kaepernick grew stronger, as they developed a rhythm that proved effective against formidable defenses. As the playoffs unfolded, Vernon Davis's impact was undeniable, as he helped propel the 49ers on their remarkable journey toward the Super Bowl. In 2012, the combination of Justin Smith and Aldon Smith solidified the San Francisco 49ers defensive line as one of the most formidable in the NFL. Aldon Smith, in particular, emerged as a dominant force, recording 19.5 sacks throughout the regular season. His ability to pressure quarterbacks was enhanced by Justin Smith's relentless energy and strength, creating a dynamic that offensive lines struggled to contain. The two players often executed stunt techniques that allowed Aldon to exploit gaps left by defenders, focusing on Justin's imposing presence. This synergy made it difficult for opposing offenses to devise effective blocking schemes, as they were forced to account for both players' unique talents. During the regular season, the Smith brothers consistently wreaked havoc on opposing quarterbacks. In a notable game against the Chicago Bears, Aldon recorded 4 sacks, showcasing his quick first step and agility. Justin's ability to draw double teams not only freed Aldon, but also allowed him to utilize his speed to get to the quarterback. The impact of their performance was evident, as they helped to limit the Bears' offensive production, ultimately leading to a decisive victory for the 49ers. Head coach Jim Harbaugh praised their cohesion, remarking that their chemistry was not just about individual talent, but about how they complemented each other on the field. Defensive coordinator Vic Fangio recognized the duo's effectiveness, often highlighting how their combined efforts contributed to the team's defensive identity. He stated that Justin's experience and savvy were crucial in mentoring Aldon, allowing him to refine his technique and approach to the game. Fangio's praise reflected the broader recognition of their impact, as they consistently ranked among the league leaders in quarterback pressures and sacks. Their presence not only elevated their individual statistics, but also contributed to the overall strength of the 49ers' defense. As the postseason approached, the intensity of their performances ramped up. In the NFC Divisional Round against the Green Bay Packers, Aldon Smith continued to shine, applying relentless pressure on quarterback Aaron Rodgers. His ability to collapse the pocket forced Rodgers into hurried throws and contributed to the 49ers' defensive dominance in that game, culminating in a victory with a score of 45-31. Aldon's quickness off the edge was a nightmare for the Packers' offensive line, and Justin's ability to contain the running game added another layer of difficulty for Green Bay. In the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, the Smith brothers once again demonstrated their prowess. Aldon recorded a key sack on Matt Ryan, disrupting the Falcons' rhythm and momentum. Justin's presence in the middle of the line allowed Aldon to take advantage of one-on-one matchups, showcasing their ability to adapt and adjust to the game's situations. The 49ers' defense, led by the Smiths, played a crucial role in the team's success, allowing them to advance to the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, the dynamic duo faced another formidable challenge. Aldon Smith's speed and Justin Smith's strength were put to the test as they sought to contain the Ravens' offense. Although the outcome was bittersweet for the 49ers, their performance throughout the season had already established them as one of the most feared defensive pairings in the league. The chemistry between Justin and Aldon Smith not only defined their individual careers, but also left a lasting legacy on the franchise's journey back to prominence. In 2012, Patrick Willis continued to embody the heart of the San Francisco 49ers defense, providing leadership and stability during the postseason. His presence was felt throughout the playoffs, as he consistently made key stops and adjustments that set the tone for the team's defensive efforts. In the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, Willis showcased his instincts and discipline, delivering critical tackles that helped keep the 49ers in contention. He played a vital role in stopping the powerful running back Michael Turner, who had been a significant threat throughout the season. Willis's ability to read the offense and position himself accordingly allowed him to thwart many of the Falcons' rushing attempts, contributing to a defensive performance that ultimately led to a narrow victory. In the huddles, Patrick Willis emerged as a vocal leader, guiding his teammates through the intensity of the playoffs. His calming presence provided reassurance to the younger players on the team, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. Willis's experience and knowledge of the game allowed him to make crucial adjustments at the line of scrimmage, ensuring that his fellow defenders were prepared for the challenges they faced. This leadership was particularly evident during high-pressure situations, where his ability to remain composed inspired confidence among his teammates. As the 49ers advanced to the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, Patrick Willis's contributions remained paramount. The stakes were at their highest, and his performance in the championship game was a testament to his reputation as one of the premier linebackers in the league. Throughout the game, Willis was instrumental in defending against both the run and pass, showcasing his versatility. His tackling ability was on full display as he sought to contain the Ravens' dynamic offense, often stepping up to make stops in critical moments. His relentless pursuit and determination were evident as he flew to the ball, embodying the physicality that defined the 49ers' defense. Despite the challenges presented by the Ravens, Willis's leadership shone brightly. He communicated effectively with his defensive teammates, ensuring that everyone was aligned in their responsibilities. This cohesion was vital as the game unfolded, especially when the Ravens attempted to exploit mismatches. Willis's ability to read plays developed throughout the game allowed him to make adjustments that minimized the effectiveness of the opposing offense. National media recognized Patrick Willis's contributions, often highlighting his All-Pro honors and legacy as a defender. His consistent performance garnered praise from analysts and former players alike, who acknowledged his impact on the game. As the Super Bowl progressed, his name was frequently mentioned in discussions about the league's best linebackers, reinforcing his standing as a cornerstone of the 49ers' defense. The respect he commanded among his peers and the media reflected not only his skill but also the dedication he brought to the game. As the clock wound down in the Super Bowl, Patrick Willis's efforts were emblematic of the team's fight and resilience. His journey through the postseason had been marked by determination, leadership, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. The culmination of his hard work and that of his teammates would be remembered, regardless of the outcome on that grand stage. In the 2012 playoffs, NaVorro Bowman emerged as a pivotal force for the San Francisco 49ers. His performance during the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons showcased his defensive prowess and instincts. As the game unfolded, Bowman's athleticism and intelligence were evident, particularly during a critical fourth-down stop that sealed the victory for the 49ers. With the Falcons pressing hard, seeking to extend their lead late in the game, Bowman's awareness allowed him to read the play perfectly. He diagnosed the Falcons' intentions, swiftly closing in on the ball carrier and halting their advance. This moment proved crucial, demonstrating Bowman's ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. Throughout the playoffs, Bowman's range was not only a testament to his physical capabilities, but also to his strategic understanding of the game. Against the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl, he faced the formidable Ray Rice, a running back known for his elusiveness and speed. Bowman's discipline and quick reactions allowed him to effectively contain Rice, forcing him to the outside and limiting his effectiveness. His keen ability to anticipate plays and his relentless pursuit of the ball made him a key player in the defensive scheme. The way he flowed to the football, making open-field tackles, showcased his agility and determination. Bowman's relationship with teammate Patrick Willis deepened during this playoff run. As they patrolled the middle of the field together, their synergy became increasingly evident. Both players communicated seamlessly, often reading opposing offenses in unison. This connection fostered a sense of trust. They knew they could rely on one another to execute their roles effectively. Bowman's development as an equal counterpart to Willis marked a significant evolution for the 49ers' defense. The pair formed one of the most formidable linebacker duos in the league, each complementing the other's strengths while compensating for weaknesses. In the NFC Divisional Round against the Green Bay Packers, Bowman delivered another standout performance. His ability to drop back into coverage and create turnovers became a hallmark of his game. As he faced off against the talented Aaron Rodgers, Bowman's anticipation and reaction time allowed him to disrupt passing lanes, forcing the quarterback to adjust his throws. The pressure he exerted contributed to a tense atmosphere for the Packers, who struggled to find their rhythm. Bowman's relentless energy and focus underlined the 49ers' defensive identity, a group that thrived on physicality and smart, disciplined play. As the postseason progressed, Bowman's efforts did not go unnoticed. His tackling statistics soared, and he quickly became a player that both fans and analysts recognized as a key contributor to the 49ers' success. The trust he built with Willis and the entire defensive unit was crucial as they faced increasingly formidable opponents. Bowman's ability to stay composed under pressure and make decisive plays helped solidify his reputation as a rising star in the league. In the Super Bowl against the Ravens, Bowman's instincts were put to the test against a high-octane offense. As the game unfolded, he made several critical stops, demonstrating his ability to read plays and adjust on the fly. His contributions were vital in keeping the Ravens' offense in check, showcasing not only his physical talents, but also his mental acuity. The culmination of his efforts throughout the playoffs positioned him as a standout player, solidifying his place in the fabric of the 49ers' storied history. In 2012, the San Francisco 49ers secondary faced numerous challenges against some of the league's most potent offenses. Dashon Goldson, a key figure in the secondary, showcased his physical presence and remarkable range throughout the season. Known for his ability to cover vast areas of the field, Goldson often made crucial plays that shifted momentum. His instincts for reading quarterbacks allowed him to anticipate passes, leading to interceptions and critical stops. As the playoffs approached, his contributions became increasingly vital, especially against opponents with explosive passing attacks. Donte Whitner, another cornerstone of the secondary, brought a fierce intensity to the defense. His reputation for delivering bone-crushing hits often put him in the spotlight, leading to both praise and controversy. Whitner's aggressive style frequently drew scrutiny from officials, as he pushed the limits of legal contact in the game. His ability to intimidate receivers and disrupt passing plays made him a valuable asset, especially in high-stakes situations. The combination of Goldson's coverage skills and Whitner's hard-hitting approach formed a formidable duo that was instrumental in the 49ers' defensive strategy. During the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, the secondary faced a stern test against a talented receiving corps led by Julio Jones. Goldson and Whitner worked in tandem to contain the Falcons' offensive threats. In the early stages of the game, Jones made several explosive plays, showcasing his speed and agility. However, Goldson's ability to read the quarterback helped limit Jones's impact in crucial moments. As the game progressed, the secondary tightened its coverage, leading to several key stops that allowed the 49ers to mount their comeback. In the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, the secondary encountered a different set of challenges. The Ravens' passing game, spearheaded by quarterback Joe Flacco, was both dynamic and unpredictable. Goldson's deep coverage was tested repeatedly, as Flacco aimed to exploit any weaknesses. Despite a few miscues, such as failing to secure a couple of crucial tackles, Goldson's physicality often turned the tide. He played a vital role in limiting big plays and forcing Flacco to make hurried throws. Whitner's presence was felt throughout the game as well. He made several impactful tackles, showcasing his ability to read plays and react quickly. However, his aggressive style also led to a few controversial moments, particularly when he aimed for the head of opposing players. These instances sparked debate among fans and analysts alike, as they questioned whether his hits crossed the line. The tension surrounding his playing style added an extra layer of intensity to the already charged atmosphere of the Super Bowl. As the game unfolded, both Goldson and Whitner found themselves in critical positions, needing to make split-second decisions as the Ravens sought to extend their lead. Their ability to communicate effectively and adjust to the Ravens' offensive schemes was essential. In the end, while the secondary faced challenges against both the Falcons and Ravens, their collective efforts and tenacity were integral to the team's defensive identity. Each player, in their own way, contributed to the 49ers' pursuit of a championship, demonstrating resilience under pressure and a commitment to the team's goals. In February of 2013, Super Bowl XLVII approached with a unique storyline that captivated fans across the nation. The matchup featured the San Francisco 49ers against the Baltimore Ravens, and it marked the first time in NFL history that two brothers faced each other as head coaches in the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh, leading the 49ers, and his brother John Harbaugh, at the helm of the Ravens, brought a shared lineage of toughness and discipline to their respective teams. The anticipation surrounding this sibling rivalry added an extra layer of intensity to the game. In the days leading up to the Super Bowl, media coverage focused heavily on the Harbaugh brothers. Pre-game press conferences became a platform for heartfelt anecdotes and competitive banter. Jim and John spoke about their childhood, their shared love for football, and the values instilled in them by their parents. The emotional weight of their matchup was palpable, as they expressed pride in each other's accomplishments, while also acknowledging the stakes of the game ahead. Family interviews showcased their parents, who navigated the duality of supporting both sons, embodying the spirit of unity amidst competition. On game day, the atmosphere in the Superdome was electric. As the coaches prepared their teams, Jim Harbaugh's demeanor reflected a focused intensity. He was known for his meticulous approach to game planning, and he had instilled a sense of confidence in the 49ers. His game plan emphasized a balanced attack, aiming to exploit the Ravens' defensive weaknesses, while also incorporating the dual-threat capabilities of quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Meanwhile, John Harbaugh's Ravens were prepared to counter with their own strategic adjustments, focusing on a strong ground game and the deep passing ability of Joe Flacco. As the game unfolded, both coaches made critical decisions that highlighted their tactical prowess. Jim Harbaugh's relentless pursuit of victory shone through, as he challenged plays and rallied his players during tense moments. John Harbaugh, equally determined, displayed his experience in managing the flow of the game. The sideline interactions between the coaches were a blend of strategic discussions and familial respect, each brother keenly aware of the other's strengths and weaknesses. The emotional crescendo of the game built as the fourth quarter approached. The tension on the sidelines was palpable, with both coaches knowing that the outcome would not only define their teams but also their legacy as brothers in the sport. As the clock ticked down, the stakes grew higher, leading to a dramatic conclusion that would etch their names deeper into the annals of NFL history. After the final whistle, the moment arrived for the brothers to meet at midfield. The handshake, a simple act, carried the weight of their journey and the shared experiences that had shaped their lives. Both coaches exchanged words of respect, acknowledging the fierce competition while celebrating the bond they shared. In the post-game interviews, Jim spoke of the pride he felt in leading the 49ers back to prominence, while John reflected on the significance of their matchup, expressing admiration for his brother's accomplishments. The emotional aftermath of Super Bowl XLVII resonated beyond the field, marking a poignant chapter in the history of football and the Harbaugh family. In the days following Super Bowl XLVII, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves grappling with the weight of their loss. The final score, 34-31, in favor of the Baltimore Ravens, echoed through the minds of players and fans alike. They had battled valiantly, coming back from a daunting deficit, but ultimately fell just short. The sting of defeat permeated the locker room as players faced the harsh reality of missed opportunities. The emotional toll was evident in their faces, and the somber atmosphere felt almost palpable. In the post-game press conferences, head coach Jim Harbaugh spoke with a mix of pride and disappointment. He acknowledged the effort his team had put forth, but also reflected on pivotal moments that could have shifted the outcome. Harbaugh discussed the final series, where the 49ers found themselves at the goal line, with mere seconds left. He expressed how he wished he had called different plays, contemplating the options he had weighed in those crucial seconds. The decisions made in the heat of the moment weighed heavily on him, and his candidness revealed the burden of leadership in such a high-stakes environment. Meanwhile, players like Colin Kaepernick and Frank Gore faced the media with a mix of resolve and heartbreak. Kaepernick, who had showcased his dual-threat capabilities throughout the playoffs, felt the weight of the moment as he spoke about the team's journey and the heartbreak of coming so close. Gore, the veteran running back, reflected on his long career and the significance of this opportunity. He had hoped to capture a championship that had eluded him, and the disappointment was evident in his voice. As the media narratives began to take shape, the focus shifted to the what-ifs. Analysts dissected every play, every decision made in those final moments. The controversial non-call on a potential pass interference against Michael Crabtree became a focal point of discussion. Fans and commentators debated whether the 49ers should have run the ball instead of passing on that fateful fourth down. The emotions ran high, and the city of San Francisco felt the collective heartbreak of a missed chance for glory. In the streets of San Francisco, the mood was one of mourning mixed with pride. Fans had rallied behind their team, filling the city with hope and anticipation. The loss felt like a heavy cloud hanging over the Bay Area, where the faithful had endured years of struggle, only to witness their team fall agonizingly close to reclaiming a championship. The emotional investment was profound, and the disappointment lingered in the air like a distant echo. As the days turned into weeks, the narrative of resilience began to emerge. Harbaugh and his players spoke about the lessons learned throughout the season, emphasizing the importance of growth and unity. They acknowledged that while the outcome was painful, the journey had rekindled the spirit of 49ers football. There was a sense of determination to rise from the ashes of defeat, to build upon the foundation they had laid. Reflecting on the season, Jim Harbaugh remained steadfast in his belief that this team had a bright future. He recognized the potential that lay ahead, urging his players to channel their disappointment into motivation for the next chapter. The groundwork had been established, and as they looked forward, the hope of returning to the pinnacle of the sport was a flicker in the distance, waiting to be ignited once more. In 2012, Candlestick Park stood as a testament to the storied legacy of the San Francisco 49ers. This iconic venue, with its unique layout and distinctive features, played a significant role in the atmosphere surrounding the team's playoff journey. The stadium, nestled in the Bay Area, was known for its swirling winds and often unpredictable weather. Fans packed into the concrete structure, their energy palpable, creating a vibrant sea of red and gold. The layout of the stadium offered an intimate experience, where the roar of the crowd reverberated through the stands, drawing everyone into the heart of the action. As night fell during the playoff games, the energy intensified. The floodlights illuminated the field, casting a bright glow on the turf, while the fans' cheers echoed throughout the stadium. The sound of the crowd reached a fever pitch, especially during critical moments, such as touchdowns or pivotal defensive stands. Each eruption of noise felt electric, as if the very foundation of the stadium shook with the collective excitement of the faithful. These moments became ingrained in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to witness the games live. The field conditions also contributed to the ambience of the games. The grass, often slick from the coastal moisture, added an element of unpredictability. Players had to navigate this challenging surface, which could lead to slips and unexpected plays. The distinct smell of freshly cut grass mingled with the salty sea air, creating a sensory experience that was uniquely Candlestick. Players often spoke fondly of their time on that field, recalling how it shaped their performances and heightened their connection to the franchise's history. Throughout the season, the fans paid tribute to the stadium that had hosted countless memorable moments. The nostalgia was thick in the air, as many shared stories of their first visits to Candlestick, the championships they had witnessed, and the legends they had cheered for. The players, too, felt this connection. In interviews, they expressed gratitude for the support from the fans and the significance of playing in a place that had seen so much history. They recognized the role that the stadium played, not just in their games, but in the culture of the 49ers. As the playoffs approached, the anticipation grew. Each game felt like a farewell to an old friend. The fans embraced the quirks of the stadium, from the unpredictable winds that could change the course of a game, to the unique seating angles that offered different perspectives on the action. The last games at Candlestick Park held a bittersweet quality, as the faithful celebrated the team's resurgence, while also reflecting on the memories created over decades. The noise, the excitement, and the emotional weight of each moment became a fitting tribute to a venue that had long been the heart of San Francisco 49ers football. In early 2013, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves at the center of a rapidly changing narrative in the world of football. No longer were they merely a team clawing back from years of disappointment. They had transformed into a formidable powerhouse. The decision to start Colin Kaepernick over Alex Smith had sparked intense debate, but it also marked a turning point for the franchise. Kaepernick's dual-threat ability showcased a dynamic style of play that caught the attention of analysts and fans alike. The way he maneuvered through defenses, both with his arm and his legs, brought a fresh energy to the team that resonated throughout the league. As the Super Bowl approached, media coverage intensified. ESPN and the NFL Network highlighted the 49ers' journey, often delving into the details of their metamorphosis under head coach Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh's intensity and commitment to discipline became a focal point in many discussions. He was not just a coach, he was a leader who instilled a sense of purpose and belief within his players. Interviews with players like NaVorro, Bowman, Michael Crabtree, and Harbaugh himself revealed a team united in ambition and resilience. Bowman spoke passionately about the bond forged through adversity, while Crabtree expressed pride in the way the team had risen from the ashes of previous years. In these interviews, the players conveyed a palpable sense of confidence. Bowman's words echoed a collective understanding of their potential, as he emphasized the importance of playing for one another. Crabtree, too, reflected on the journey, recognizing the significance of their playoff runs and the connection they had built with the fanbase. Harbaugh's unwavering belief in his players was evident, as he articulated a clear vision for the future of the team, one that included a focus on fundamentals and a relentless pursuit of excellence. The national respect that the 49ers had long sought began to return. The football community, once skeptical, now recognized the team as a legitimate contender. Analysts dissected their strategies, praising the defensive prowess that had developed under Vic Fangio and the explosive offense that thrived on Kaepernick's innovative play. The narratives shifted from mere hope to solid expectation as the 49ers became synonymous with a new era of football in San Francisco. The excitement surrounding the team was palpable. Fans who had endured the years of struggle felt a renewed sense of pride. They watched as their team became a staple of conversation in sports media, discussing not only their past but also their promising future. The 49ers had reclaimed their place in the conversation, earning respect after years of obscurity. The shift in perception was not just about the wins and losses. It was about the heart and soul of a franchise that had embraced its history while forging ahead into a new chapter. In the aftermath of the 2012 season, the San Francisco 49ers stood as a testament to resilience and transformation. Even though they had come up short in the Super Bowl, they were recognized as one of the most balanced and dangerous teams in the league. Their offense, under the innovative guidance of Jim Harbaugh and the dynamic play of Colin Kaepernick, broke molds with a blend of power and speed. Kaepernick's unique ability to stretch the field both through the air and on the ground added a layer of unpredictability that left defenses scrambling. He finished the regular season with over 3,200 passing yards and over 500 rushing yards, showcasing his dual-threat capabilities. This versatility was complemented by a strong supporting cast, including running back Frank Gore, who rushed for over 1,200 yards and was a reliable force throughout the season. On the defensive side, the 49ers were equally impressive. They ranked among the best in the league, allowing the fewest points and rushing yards per game. The linebacker duo of Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman became the heart of the defense. Their ability to read plays and tackle with ferocity earned them multiple Pro Bowl selections. Willis, in particular, was recognized as an All-Pro for his leadership and relentless pursuit of the ball. The defensive line, anchored by Justin Smith, consistently applied pressure on opposing quarterbacks, contributing to the team's identity as a formidable defensive unit. The unity among the players was palpable. This was a team that had weathered storms together, bonding through years of struggle and disappointment. They played not only for themselves but for each other, which fostered a sense of camaraderie that was evident on and off the field. Harbaugh's culture of accountability and discipline created an atmosphere where players pushed one another to excel. The emotional investment of the players translated into performances that resonated with fans. Each game became a display of their commitment to 49er football, a style characterized by toughness, precision, and a never-give-up attitude. Public respect for the franchise was rekindled as well. Fans who had endured the long drought of mediocrity found pride in their team once more. The Bay Area buzzed with excitement as the 49ers returned to the national spotlight, their games drawing significant attention and viewership. Analysts praised the team's strategic depth and adaptability, noting how they had managed to blend traditional football values with innovative approaches. The 2012 49ers became a symbol of hope, not only for their loyal fanbase but for anyone who appreciated the game. As the season concluded, the accolades began to pour in. Kaepernick, along with several teammates, received recognition for their exceptional performances. The team earned multiple Pro Bowl selections, reflecting their status as one of the elite squads in the league. Even in defeat, the 2012 season marked a significant chapter in the history of the franchise, breathing life back into a proud legacy that had once dominated the sport. The journey of that season inspired belief among players and fans alike, signaling a revival of the spirit of 49er football. In the months following the 2012 Super Bowl, Colin Kaepernick emerged as a household name, captivating audiences with his distinct style and dynamic playing ability. His tattoos became a symbol of his individuality, resonating with a younger generation while sparking debates among traditionalists who held differing views on the image of a quarterback. Kaepernick's interviews showcased his calm demeanor and thoughtful insights, further endearing him to fans who appreciated his authenticity. His ability to articulate the complexities of the game and the social issues surrounding it positioned him as not just an athlete, but a voice for change. As the offseason unfolded, Kaepernick's popularity soared, leading to a flurry of commercial deals and endorsements. Major brands sought to align with the rising star, recognizing the appeal of his unique persona. Kaepernick graced the covers of national magazines, his face becoming synonymous with a new era of football. His performances in the postseason had captured the imagination of fans and analysts alike, and the excitement surrounding him only intensified as the league prepared for the next season. On the field, Kaepernick's statistics were impressive, reflecting his dual-threat capabilities. He had thrown for over 3,200 yards during the regular season, and rushed for more than 500, showcasing his ability to change the game with both his arm and his legs. Each play he made seemed to defy conventional expectations, as he consistently kept defenses guessing. His remarkable performances in the playoffs, particularly against the Green Bay Packers, solidified his status as one of the league's most exciting young quarterbacks. Reactions to Kaepernick's rise varied widely. Traditionalists often expressed skepticism about his unorthodox style, questioning whether a quarterback with such a distinctive approach could lead a team to sustained success. They pointed to the importance of conventional mechanics and the traditional image of a quarterback. In contrast, new school fans embraced Kaepernick's flair, celebrating his ability to push the boundaries of the position. They admired his athleticism and willingness to take risks, viewing him as a refreshing departure from the norms of the past. As Kaepernick navigated this new landscape of fame, he maintained a level-headed approach in his media appearances. His cool demeanor, paired with a strong sense of self, allowed him to handle the pressures that came with being in the spotlight. He spoke confidently about his goals and aspirations, never shying away from discussing the challenges he faced, both on and off the field. Kaepernick's ability to remain grounded amid the chaos of fame and the weight of expectations further endeared him to fans who sought a relatable figure in the world of professional sports. The combination of Kaepernick's talent, distinct personal style, and the conversations he sparked positioned him as not just a player, but a cultural phenomenon. As he prepared for the upcoming season, the anticipation around him only grew, with fans eager to see how he would continue to evolve as a quarterback and a leader. The discussions surrounding his impact would undoubtedly shape the narrative of the league in the years to come. From 1996 to 2012, the San Francisco 49ers fanbase, known affectionately as the Faithful, endured a prolonged drought. This period was marked by a series of challenges that tested their loyalty and devotion to the team. The echoes of past championships faded, leaving behind a mixture of hope and frustration. Fans gathered in parking lots, transforming tailgating into a ritual that connected them to the spirit of the team, even as the scoreboard told a different story. The aroma of grilled meats wafted through the air, while laughter and camaraderie among fans created a sense of community. In those moments, the faithful found solace, sharing stories of legendary games, celebrated players, and the pride that came with wearing the iconic red and gold. Jersey sales reflected the undying loyalty of the faithful, even during the lean years. Fans continued to don the names of their favorite players, from Jerry Rice to Frank Gore, as a way to honor the legacy of greatness that had defined the franchise. Each jersey worn was a testament to the hope that one day, the 49ers would reclaim their spot among the NFL's elite. This unwavering support was not just about the wins and losses, it was about a shared identity. The faithful were not merely spectators, they were part of a family that spanned generations, bound together by a love for the team and the memories they held dear. As the seasons passed, the struggles of the team weighed heavily on the hearts of fans. Disappointment in the front office decisions, quarterback changes, and coaching instability left many wondering if the glory days were merely a distant memory. Yet, through it all, the faithful remained steadfast. They filled the stands at Candlestick Park, their voices rising in unison, creating an atmosphere that could only be described as electric. The sense of belonging provided comfort, even in the face of adversity. The return to the Super Bowl in 2012 became a beacon of hope for the faithful. It was a culmination of years of yearning, heartbreak, and resilience. For a generation that had witnessed the heights of success and the depths of despair, this moment represented more than just a game. It was a chance to reconnect with the essence of what it meant to be a 49ers fan. The excitement leading up to the Super Bowl was palpable. Fans rallied together, their anticipation building as they dreamed of a championship once more. The journey had been long and arduous, but the faithful clung to their belief in the team's potential, fueled by the promise of redemption. The return to the Super Bowl was a moment of collective triumph for the faithful, a testament to their unwavering dedication. It reignited the flame of pride that had flickered during the years of struggle. The 2012 season was more than a football campaign. It was a reunion of sorts, a celebration of the bond between the team and its fans. The echoes of cheers and chants filled the air, a reminder that no matter the challenges faced, the faithful would always stand by their 49ers, ready to support them through thick and thin. By the end of the 2012 season, Frank Gore had cemented his legacy as the San Francisco 49ers' all-time leading rusher. Drafted in 2005, Gore's journey began with promise, but was marred by early injuries that tested his resolve. In his rookie season, he showcased flashes of brilliance, rushing for over 300 yards despite battling through pain. Each subsequent year, he grew into a pivotal part of the 49ers' offense, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to the game and his teammates. As the seasons progressed, Gore consistently reached the coveted milestone of 1,000 rushing yards, achieving this feat in 6 different seasons. His ability to produce under pressure became a hallmark of his career. In 2006, he rushed for over 1,000 yards for the first time, finishing with 1,543 yards, a significant achievement that signaled his arrival as a reliable feature back. Gore's style was characterized by a unique blend of power and agility, allowing him to slip through tackles and break away into open space. In the 2011 playoffs, Gore's impact was felt profoundly. In the NFC Divisional Round against the New Orleans Saints, he rushed for over 100 yards, contributing significantly to the team's thrilling victory. His performance was a testament to his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. The following year, in the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, Gore again played a crucial role. His tough running style helped the 49ers establish a rhythm, and he finished the game with a significant number of carries, showcasing his endurance in high-stakes situations. Gore's reputation extended beyond his on-field accomplishments. His commitment to blocking for his quarterbacks and protecting his teammates earned him respect in the locker room. He was known for his work ethic and dedication, often staying late after practices to hone his craft. Teammates looked up to him as a leader, and his experience served as a stabilizing force during turbulent seasons. Gore's humility, even as he broke records, endeared him to fans and fellow players alike, who admired his approach to both the game and life. As the 2012 season unfolded, fans watched with pride as Gore continued to etch his name into the franchise's history. The roar of the crowd at Candlestick Park grew louder each time he touched the ball, a reflection of the deep connection he had forged with the faithful. His ability to deliver in crunch time and carry the load for the team made him a beloved figure in the Bay Area. Gore was more than just a player. He became a symbol of perseverance and dedication, a shining example of what it meant to wear the red and gold. In the hearts of fans and teammates, Frank Gore represented the spirit of the 49ers. He was a player who not only faced adversity head-on, but thrived in it, embodying the resilience that defined the franchise's storied history. As the 2012 season drew to a close, his legacy was firmly established, and the memories of his contributions would linger long after he stepped off the field. During the 2011 and 2012 seasons, the San Francisco 49ers defense emerged as the backbone of the team, showcasing a remarkable combination of speed, physicality, and discipline. Under the guidance of defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, the unit became known for its ability to stifle elite offenses and dictate the pace of games. In 2011, the 49ers ranked first in the NFL in rushing yards allowed, giving up just under 80 yards per game. This achievement set the tone for their identity, as they consistently frustrated opponents with their relentless pursuit and aggressive play calling. The linebacker core played a pivotal role in this defensive resurgence. Patrick Willis, a perennial Pro Bowl selection, anchored the middle of the field with his instinctive play and ability to read offenses. Alongside him, NaVorro Bowman emerged as a formidable force, complementing Willis with his speed and tackling prowess. Together, they formed one of the most feared linebacker duos in the league, often overwhelming opposing offenses with their ferocity. Their ability to cover ground and make crucial stops helped the 49ers maintain control over games, allowing the defensive line to pin their ears back and attack. The defensive line, featuring players like Justin Smith and Ray McDonald, provided a strong foundation for the defense. Justin Smith, known for his relentless motor and ability to command double teams, allowed the linebackers to roam free and make plays. His presence in the trenches contributed significantly to the team's overall success. The defensive line's ability to pressure quarterbacks and stop the run was a key factor in the 49ers' defensive rankings. They consistently forced offenses into difficult situations, leading to turnovers and mistakes. Throughout the 2011 season, the 49ers showcased their defensive prowess in signature games that highlighted their dominance. In a memorable matchup against the New Orleans Saints, the 49ers held the high-powered offense to just 22 rushing yards, a remarkable feat considering the Saints' reputation for explosive plays. The defensive unit's ability to contain star players like Drew Brees, who threw for over 4,000 yards that season, was a testament to their preparation and execution. The game ended with the 49ers winning 36-32, a thrilling victory that underscored their defensive strength in the midst of a high-scoring affair. In 2012, the defensive unit continued its excellence, ranking among the top in the league once again. They allowed only about 90 rushing yards per game, maintaining their reputation as a difficult matchup for opposing offenses. The 49ers' defense was relentless in the red zone, often bending but not breaking, as they consistently limited touchdowns and forced field goals. Their ability to step up in critical moments, combined with their aggressive approach, made them a nightmare for teams attempting to score. Another standout performance came against the Green Bay Packers during the NFC Divisional Round, where the defense dominated and allowed just 74 rushing yards. This display of control helped the 49ers secure a convincing victory, defeating the Packers 45-31. The defensive line's pressure on quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the linebackers' coverage skills showcased the depth and versatility of the unit. As the seasons progressed, the 49ers' defense became synonymous with discipline and intensity. They not only made plays but also created a culture of toughness that resonated throughout the team. The combination of elite talent and strategic coaching allowed the 49ers to establish themselves as one of the premier defenses in the league, setting the stage for their success in crucial playoff games. Between 2011 and 2012, Vic Fangio served as the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, emerging as a pivotal figure in transforming the team's defensive identity. Fangio implemented a structured approach that emphasized discipline and simplicity, which resonated with the players and allowed them to thrive. His preference for the 3-4 defensive front enabled the team to maximize its talent, particularly among the linebackers. This alignment provided flexibility, allowing players to exploit mismatches and create pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Fangio's system relied heavily on the dynamic duo of Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman, who excelled under his guidance. Patrick Willis, known for his instinctive play and leadership, thrived in Fangio's scheme. The defensive coordinator recognized Willis's ability to read plays and react quickly, often placing him in positions to make game-changing tackles. Meanwhile, NaVorro Bowman complemented Willis perfectly, showcasing his speed and tackling prowess. Together, they formed a formidable linebacker core that dictated the pace of games and applied relentless pressure on offenses. Fangio's approach also elevated the performance of other key defenders on the roster. Players like Dashon Goldson and Ahmad Brooks flourished within the system, benefiting from the clarity and structure Fangio provided. Goldson, a safety known for his physical play, found opportunities to make impactful plays, often stepping up in crucial moments. His ability to read the quarterback and anticipate passes was enhanced by Fangio's emphasis on disciplined coverage. Ahmad Brooks, playing as an outside linebacker, utilized his strength and agility to disrupt opposing offenses, racking up impressive sack totals and tackles for loss. As the seasons unfolded, Fangio's defensive schemes became a hallmark of the team's success. The 49ers' defense ranked among the best in the league, and their ability to adapt to various offensive styles showcased Fangio's innovative thinking. The defense not only excelled in stopping the run, but also proved adept at defending the pass, forcing turnovers and creating havoc in the backfield. This versatility was instrumental in key games, allowing the 49ers to maintain control over opponents and dictate the flow of play. The emotional tone of the defense was palpable, with players embodying Fangio's principles of discipline and toughness. Each game became a testament to their preparation and execution, with the defensive unit often rising to the occasion in critical moments. Fangio's ability to instill confidence in his players contributed to their collective success as they embraced their roles within the system. The combination of elite talent and strategic coaching created a culture of excellence that resonated throughout the entire franchise. The culmination of Fangio's efforts was evident during the 2012 season, where the defense consistently delivered standout performances. The unit's ability to shut down high-powered offenses became a defining feature of the 49ers' identity. Fangio's schemes allowed them to not only excel individually, but also to work cohesively as a unit, setting the stage for memorable moments and victories. Each game underscored the effectiveness of his coaching philosophy and the depth of talent within the squad, solidifying Fangio's reputation as one of the most respected minds in football. In the middle of the 2012 season, the San Francisco 49ers found themselves at a pivotal crossroads. Quarterback Alex Smith had been a steady presence under center, leading the team to a 6-2 record before suffering a concussion in Week 10 against the St. Louis Rams. At that time, Smith had completed nearly 61% of his passes, throwing for 1,570 yards, with 5 touchdowns against just 3 interceptions. His efficient play had helped stabilize the team, but as he recovered, a new force began to emerge. Colin Kaepernick stepped in as the starter, and his presence was immediately felt. Kaepernick brought a dynamic skill set that infused the offense with newfound energy. His ability to stretch the field with his arm and evade pressure with his legs changed the way opposing defenses approached the game. In his first start against the Chicago Bears, Kaepernick threw for 150 yards and rushed for another 150, showcasing his dual-threat capabilities in a dominant performance that ended with a score of 31-3. He followed that up with another impressive outing against the New Orleans Saints, where he threw for over 400 yards and led the team to a thrilling 31-21 victory. As Kaepernick flourished, coach Jim Harbaugh faced a significant decision. Despite Smith being cleared to return, Harbaugh chose to stick with Kaepernick as the starter. This decision sparked national debate, with analysts and fans questioning the move. Many believed that Smith, with his proven track record, deserved to reclaim his position. Yet Harbaugh's instinct told him that Kaepernick's unique skill set was what the team needed to elevate their play, especially as they headed into the playoffs. Throughout this transition, Alex Smith displayed remarkable professionalism and a team-first attitude. He supported Kaepernick from the sidelines, offering guidance and encouragement. Smith's maturity during this time spoke volumes about his character and commitment to the team. He understood the nature of the game and the delicate balance between competition and camaraderie. While many players might have been frustrated, Smith embraced his role as a mentor, knowing that the ultimate goal was team success. As Kaepernick continued to thrive, the 49ers offense became increasingly potent. The combination of Kaepernick's arm strength and his ability to run the ball opened up new dimensions for the play calling. Opposing defenses were forced to account for his speed, creating space for other offensive weapons like Frank Gore and Michael Crabtree. Kaepernick's presence changed the dynamics of games, and his confidence grew with each passing week. By the time the playoffs approached, the decision to stick with Kaepernick had solidified the team's identity. The players rallied around their new quarterback, and the atmosphere shifted to one of excitement and anticipation. Kaepernick's ability to make plays in crucial moments instilled a sense of belief within the locker room, setting the stage for a remarkable postseason run. Between 2005 and 2012, Alex Smith's journey with the San Francisco 49ers was marked by adversity and resilience. Drafted first overall in 2005, Smith entered the league with high expectations. Under head coach Mike Nolan, he faced the challenges of transitioning to the NFL. In those early years, Smith struggled to find consistency. He was often surrounded by shifting offensive schemes, which included multiple offensive coordinators. This instability hindered his growth and development as a quarterback. In 2007, Smith suffered a shoulder injury that sidelined him for much of the season. This setback added to the frustrations he faced during his early career. When Mike Singletary took over as head coach in 2008, Smith found himself in another unfamiliar system. The team's offensive struggles persisted, and Smith's confidence was tested further. Yet through all these trials, he maintained a sense of professionalism and determination. He worked tirelessly to improve, all while navigating the challenges of an inconsistent roster and coaching staff. By the time the 2011 season arrived, Smith had shown signs of maturity and growth. Under the new regime of Jim Harbaugh, he began to flourish. Harbaugh's leadership instilled a sense of discipline and direction within the team. Smith's performance improved significantly that year, as he led the 49ers to a record of 13 wins and 3 losses. In the playoffs, he faced a formidable opponent in the New Orleans Saints during the NFC Divisional Round. The game became an instant classic, with Smith leading a dramatic comeback. He orchestrated a game-winning drive that culminated in a touchdown pass to Vernon, securing a thrilling victory with a final score of 36-32. This moment solidified Smith's reputation as a clutch performer and showcased his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. As the 2012 season unfolded, Smith's journey took another turn. He started strong, leading the team to a 6-2 record before suffering a concussion against the St. Louis Rams. During his absence, Kaepernick stepped in, injecting a new dynamic into the offense. As Kaepernick's performance surged, the decision was made to keep him as the starter, even after Smith was cleared to return. This pivotal moment tested Smith's character once again. Rather than sulking or causing division, he embraced his role as a mentor, supporting Kaepernick and contributing to the team's success from the sidelines. Throughout this challenging period, Alex Smith exhibited remarkable leadership and poise. His patience during the ups and downs of his career reflected a deep commitment to the team and its goals. Even in the face of uncertainty, he remained a steady presence, earning respect from coaches and teammates alike. His journey from a struggling young quarterback to a poised leader encapsulated the essence of perseverance, setting the stage for the 49ers' resurgence as a competitive force in the NFL. From 2011 through 2012, the San Francisco 49ers underwent a significant cultural transformation under head coach Jim Harbaugh. His presence instilled a new sense of discipline and intensity within the team. The off-season conditioning programs became rigorous, emphasizing physical fitness and mental toughness. Players committed to a demanding regimen that included early morning workouts, strength training, and agility drills. The team's focus on conditioning set the tone for the season, ensuring that they would be prepared to compete at a high level. In team meetings, Harbaugh fostered an environment of accountability and camaraderie. He encouraged open discussions about strategies and game plans, inviting contributions from veterans and rookies alike. This collaborative approach helped solidify relationships among players. Veterans like Donte Whitner, Patrick Willis, and Justin Smith took on leadership roles, guiding younger teammates through the intricacies of the game. Their experience provided a foundation for the team's renewed focus on discipline and execution. Harbaugh's emphasis on film study became a hallmark of the team's preparation. Players dedicated hours to reviewing game footage, analyzing both their performances and those of their opponents. This commitment to studying the game allowed the 49ers to identify weaknesses and devise strategies to exploit them. Harbaugh himself was known for his meticulous attention to detail, and this rubbed off on the players. They began to approach each game with a deeper understanding of what was required to succeed. The emotional dynamics within the team shifted significantly as well. Celebrating victories became a collective experience. After each win, players would gather, sharing their joy and reaffirming their commitment to one another. The camaraderie that developed during these moments contributed to a strong sense of unity. Conversely, when faced with losses, the team responded with resilience. Harbaugh emphasized the importance of learning from setbacks, and players took that message to heart. They would analyze what went wrong, determined to improve and come back stronger. As the seasons progressed, the bond among the players deepened. The veterans led by example, demonstrating work ethic and professionalism. Patrick Willis, in particular, became a symbol of the team's defensive identity. His leadership on the field was complemented by his emotional intelligence off it. Players respected him, not just for his talent, but for the way he carried himself. He set the standard for preparation, inspiring others to follow suit. Justin Smith, known for his relentless motor and tenacity, was another key figure in the locker room. His commitment to the game and willingness to push through adversity resonated with his teammates. He often took younger players under his wing, sharing insights and strategies that he had learned throughout his career. This mentorship helped cultivate a culture of growth and development among the roster. As the 2012 season approached, the foundation laid by Harbaugh and the players began to take shape. The combination of physical conditioning, mental preparation, and strong leadership created an environment where expectations were elevated. The 49ers were no longer just a team looking to rebuild. They were a group ready to compete for championships. Each practice, each meeting, and each game brought them closer to their goal. The intensity and discipline that permeated the organization set the stage for a season filled with promise and potential. In 2012, the San Francisco 49ers transformed from a team in turmoil to a prominent contender in the National Football League. Under the leadership of Jim Harbaugh, they became a focal point of national media coverage. The shift was palpable, as the 49ers were no longer merely a footnote in sports discussions. Instead, they were featured prominently in primetime matchups, drawing attention from fans and analysts alike. The excitement surrounding the team was infectious, leading to increased television ratings and heightened interest in their games. As the season progressed, the 49ers found themselves in several high-profile matchups that showcased their talent and determination. Fans eagerly anticipated these games, marking their calendars for the moments when their team would take the field under the bright lights. The energy surrounding the franchise grew, fueled by a passionate fan base that had long awaited a return to greatness. The atmosphere at Candlestick Park was electric, with the stands filled with loyal supporters, many of whom had endured years of disappointment. Free agents began to view the 49ers in a new light. The franchise's reputation as a place for winning and development attracted players looking for opportunities to contribute to a successful team. During the offseason, conversations with prospective players shifted from skepticism to enthusiasm. The allure of joining a team with a strong identity and a clear direction made San Francisco an appealing destination. The front office capitalized on this renewed interest, actively pursuing talent that could bolster the roster. Ownership played a pivotal role in this resurgence as well. The commitment from the front office to invest in the team and its infrastructure was evident. They supported Harbaugh's vision for the franchise, providing resources to enhance training facilities and scouting operations. This collaboration created a sense of unity within the organization, fostering an environment where players felt valued and empowered to excel. As the season unfolded, the 49ers established themselves as a force to be reckoned with. The combination of strong coaching, talented players, and a supportive ownership group contributed to a cultural renaissance within the team. The franchise regained its place among the elite in the league, earning respect from both opponents and analysts. The journey from being overlooked to becoming a respected contender was a testament to the dedication and hard work of everyone involved. By the end of the regular season, the 49ers had not only secured a playoff berth, but had done so with a renewed sense of purpose. Their performance on the field reflected the transformation that had taken place, as they played with confidence and determination. The narrative surrounding the team had shifted dramatically, marking a new chapter in the storied history of the San Francisco 49ers. Between 2005 and 2011, the San Francisco 49ers embarked on a meticulous journey through the NFL draft, aiming to rebuild their roster after years of struggle. General manager Trent Baalke, who took the reins in 2005, understood the importance of selecting the right players to create a competitive team. His draft strategy focused on finding talent, not just in the early rounds but also in the later ones, where gems could often be unearthed. In 2007, the 49ers selected linebacker Patrick Willis in the first round. Willis quickly established himself as a cornerstone of the defense, earning multiple Pro Bowl selections and showcasing a fierce playing style. His ability to read plays and make tackles was pivotal for a team in need of a defensive leader. The following year, in 2008, the 49ers faced challenges with their draft picks, missing out on several key players, but they continued to build through calculated selections. By 2010, the 49ers found success in the draft with the addition of NaVorro Bowman in the third round. Bowman's emergence as a star linebacker complemented Willis, creating a formidable duo that would anchor the defense for years to come. His instincts and ability to cover ground made him an invaluable asset, further solidifying the team's defensive identity. The 2010 draft also saw the selection of offensive lineman Mike Iupati in the first round. Iupati's physical presence and skill set allowed him to become a crucial part of the offensive line, providing support for the running game and protection for the quarterback. With Iupati, the 49ers began to foster a more balanced offensive approach, which would pay dividends in the coming seasons. In 2011, the 49ers made a significant impact with the acquisition of Aldon Smith, also in the first round. Smith's ability to rush the passer and disrupt opposing offenses quickly made him a focal point of the defensive scheme. His rookie season was marked by a remarkable number of sacks, immediately establishing him as a player to watch. The combination of Smith, Willis, and Bowman formed a core that would redefine the team's defensive strategy. Throughout these years, Baalke's ability to identify talent and make strategic moves was critical. He navigated trade opportunities and adjusted his approach based on the evolving needs of the team. Some drafts yielded immediate contributors, while others took time for players to develop. The patience shown in nurturing talent became evident as players like Smith and Bowman matured into stars. The draft process was not without its misses, however. Some selections did not pan out as anticipated, leading to moments of frustration. Yet the overall trend pointed toward a successful rebuilding effort, as the 49ers began to cultivate a roster filled with potential. By 2011, the fruits of Baalke's labor were becoming apparent. The team's foundation was slowly but surely being laid, as young talent began to emerge and solidify their roles. The draft picks from these years created a sense of optimism, signaling that the 49ers were on the verge of a resurgence. In the days leading up to Super Bowl XLVII in February of 2013, Jim Harbaugh immersed the San Francisco 49ers in a culture of resilience, purpose, and unity. As the team prepared for the monumental clash against the Baltimore Ravens, Harbaugh's leadership was palpable. His ability to inspire players was evident in the way they responded to his talks, which resonated deeply. He spoke passionately about toughness, emphasizing the importance of mental and physical strength. "This is our moment," he would remind them, instilling a sense of urgency and pride that echoed through the locker room. The coaching staff, fully aligned with Harbaugh's vision, contributed to this electric atmosphere. Coordinators Greg Roman and Vic Fangio reinforced the message with their own focused preparations. Roman's offensive strategy was designed to showcase the team's versatility, while Fangio emphasized discipline and execution on defense. Together, they created an environment where players felt empowered and ready to seize the opportunity before them. As practices unfolded in New Orleans, the intensity was palpable. The players moved with a sense of purpose, their eyes locked on the shared goal of bringing home a championship. The media buzz surrounding the game only heightened the stakes, but the 49ers maintained their focus. Each drill was executed with precision, from the offensive formations to defensive alignments. The coaching staff emphasized situational awareness, preparing the players for every possible scenario they might face on the grand stage. During these final practices, players reflected on their journey. Kaepernick, who had stepped into the starting role mid-season, absorbed Harbaugh's teachings. He understood the weight of the moment and embraced the challenge. "We've worked too hard to let this slip away," Kaepernick shared, echoing the sentiments of his teammates. The emotional weight of the occasion was felt by veterans like Gore and Willis, who had endured the long rebuild together. Their leadership was crucial in keeping the younger players grounded amidst the external pressures. The atmosphere was filled with camaraderie and determination. Players shared stories of their paths to this moment, reinforcing their bond as a team. They were not just a collection of talented individuals, they were a family, united by a common purpose. Harbaugh's unwavering belief in their capabilities shone through in every interaction, creating a sense of confidence that permeated the practice field. As the final practice concluded, the focus shifted to the impending game. Harbaugh gathered the team for one last talk, reminding them of their legacy. "This is more than just a game," he said, his voice steady and resolute. "This is about what we leave behind. Play for each other, play for the legacy of this franchise." The players nodded in agreement, feeling the weight of his words. They were ready to step onto the grand stage, not just to compete, but to honor the history of the 49ers and the journey that had brought them to this moment. The energy was electric, and the anticipation hung thick in the air as they prepared for the challenge ahead. By the end of the 2012 season, the San Francisco 49ers had woven a narrative of resilience and resurgence that echoed through the annals of football history. The franchise, once a titan of the sport, had endured a long and arduous journey since the decline that began in the late 1990s. Through the trials of roster changes, coaching shifts, and a series of disappointing seasons, the team found itself at the precipice of greatness once more. They had come within a mere 5 yards of capturing another Lombardi trophy, a tantalizingly close moment that reignited the passion of a fan base that had waited patiently for a return to glory. Players like Gore, Willis, and the younger stars like Kaepernick embodied the spirit of this revival. Gore, in particular, had become the heart of the team, not just as a leading rusher, but as a symbol of perseverance. Since being drafted in 2005, Gore had weathered injuries and the trials of a struggling franchise, yet he remained steadfast and productive. His contributions in the playoffs were crucial, and his leadership resonated deeply in the locker room, inspiring a new generation of players. Willis, too, had emerged as an iconic figure for the 49ers. As a defensive captain, Willis commanded respect on and off the field, embodying the physicality and discipline that defined the team's identity. Alongside NaVorro Bowman, Willis formed a formidable linebacker duo, setting the tone for a defense that became known for its ferocity and tactical prowess. Together, they played pivotal roles in the team's journey back to contention. The atmosphere across the Bay Area was electric following the season. Fans had longed for a return to the playoffs, and the 2012 campaign had delivered hope and excitement. Candlestick Park, with its storied history, hosted games filled with roaring crowds, each cheer echoing the pride of a franchise that had once dominated the sport. The faithful gathered to celebrate not just victories, but the spirit of a team that had fought through adversity. The connection between the players and the fans deepened, as each game became a testament to their shared journey. As the team prepared for the Super Bowl, the excitement was palpable. Local media buzzed with stories of the players' paths to this moment, recounting the struggles and triumphs that had shaped their careers. The narratives intertwined, creating a rich tapestry of hope and resilience. Fans wore their jerseys with pride, gathering in homes and public spaces to support their team. The sense of community and shared identity was stronger than ever, with generations of 49ers supporters coming together to witness the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. In those final moments of the season, the San Francisco 49ers stood not just as a team, but as a beacon of hope for a fan base that had endured the highs and lows of football. They were ready to embrace the challenge of the Super Bowl, fueled by the legacy of those who came before them and the promise of what lay ahead.